How you feel about Kurt Franklin, Chris?
You mean about him and his son?
Yeah. Ooh, you keeping up with black culture. I'll fuck with it, Chris. I'm excited for you.
He yelled at his son, right?
He yelled at his son and told him he was a bitch ass motherfucker. He said he was gonna beat his ass. That's what
Isn't
he said.
his son like 32 years old?
Yeah. But like, how do you feel? Like, where did that lead? Like, how?
His son's 32.
Yeah, his son.
There should never be a conversation.
Nah, sometimes you gotta threaten the 32-year-old like a grown ass man, and let him know, hey man, we gonna have to fight for real. I imagine it's just like two people, 5'2". It'd just be hilarious seeing Kurt Franklin fight anybody. He's so small.
And you know they're fighting in dress-up shoes, so they're sliding.
For sure.
They're always sliding. Like they throw a nice hook, but then they slide because they're wearing nice crocodile.
I love his crocodile.
It's like a nice blue.
Nah, a lot of people felt like, oh, Kurt Franklin is this huge gospel Christian artist, and to hear him use profanity and stuff was like, I don't know.
Can I interrupt you? I'm so sorry. I know it's your show.
Have you not seen it?
I'm just saying, like, gospel doesn't mean the Lord.
Look.
Gospel just means you sing gospel. You say, fuck, this is good when you're a gospel.
I was shocked that people actually sided with him way more than I thought they were. I thought they were going to be like, oh, he's a hypocrite because of it. I didn't see that narrative from the black community. The shit really was like, all of our mama talked to us like that before. And I was like, shit.
Well, he's a passionate guy, like I wouldn't. Also, what did he do? What was the context? Why did he call him that? I feel like he just recorded his dad saying that, and there's like a lot of circumstances where.
Number one, you a bitch ass for recording your dad.
Yeah, so that's proof.
And not telling like,
right.
Like how fucked up are you to record your dad?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know if it's anything that like, oh, it was about what they were going through as much as it was just like shocking to people. Because for me, my mama, I've only heard my mama curse like maybe twice. She's a pastor. I've only heard her curse like twice.
Okay, that's
yeah. So for people, is Kurt Franklin a pastor or is he just?
No, I think he's just a dude.
He's just an artist, right?
Yeah, he's
like, I'm DJ Khaled of Christians, nigga.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, he really is. He really is that guy.
Leave me alone, fam. I'm not here to do anything else.
Yeah, can I get some weed for the Lord? Like, no, he can't. He's not.
No, I kind
like
of.
if he curses, that's what he's supposed to do. He's just an artist.
Are you okay with hearing a gospel song that had cursing in it?
Yes.
I want my gospel music with cursing in it.
I think so.
I think he could be passionate.
God loves that.
God loves
that.
I think God loves us.
I think God would love. Like, he's having a fun day. Did you hear that? He said, fuck.
I just don't know.
I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, where does the no cursing come from? Is that a biblical thing, or is that just like, no, we decided we don't curse?
I cannot say that I can pinpoint in the Bible exactly where it says don't curse. I don't think that we all got tricked. I think it's got to say it somewhere in there. I don't know if
Matthew 2:14.
Okay, that's bullshit.
Yeah, okay. But it sounded legit.
It did.
I saw it in a sign in a football game. I'm pretty sure it said don't curse. Don't curse. Don't curse. And he holds up Matthew 2:14. It's at a Pacers game. You know how they are out there. You know that's Bible country.
This guy has a weird agenda.
Yeah, man. Why is he preaching this at a Pacers game?
You know what we're forgetting, Chris?
What?
Weed.
No,
you got the pre-rolls today. Oh shit! And that's Area 41.
Yeah, it sure is.
Damn.
This is a special joint that we've smoked a couple times on the show, Joe, and so I brought it back for the 100th episode.
Yeah, as you should. Joe, you're not smoking, right?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think.
I will.
You will?
I shouldn't.
Yeah, fucking do it, man. Just
hit
the joint a couple times. It's our 100th episode, dude.
I'll do it then.
Yeah, that's all we needed to do.
Cut to. Why did I do it? Why did I do it?
Welcome to Wine and Weed. Welcome to the 100th episode of Wine and Weed.
Yeah, get up for yourselves. We all
made it. You made it. We're here.
Yeah.
That is probably over 200 hours worth of Wine and Weed material.
Damn, that's too much. We should shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we should probably stop talking now.
Something within this 200 hours is going to be incriminating in the future.
Definitely. Hands down.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, yeah. My name is Chris Reinacher, a.k.a. The Chronosaur, a.k.a. The Goop in Your Gap, a.k.a. La La La, a.k.a. the Elusive Moose, a.k.a. Saxophone Jones, a.k.a. your new baby daddy.
Talk that shit.
I'm just trying to remember all of them from all 100 episodes.
Don't hurt yourself.
a.k.a. if I could do one like callback where you're like, oh, I forgot about that one. From like
Mustache
2.
Maven.
Mustache Maven.
AKA keeping up with black culture.
AKA
Keep
it up.
The 100th episode.
Yeah.
Culture.
Finally.
Yeah.
100th episode, Chris tapped in.
It was a long run.
For the 100th episode, I studied your coach.
Yeah. You're not going to believe it, but Kirk Franklin has a son.
Who's
33. He's 32. Am I good now?
I did it. And with me, as always,
Sterling Steelo Brim, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. S to the B to your best of the breed, a.k.a. is that third leg, no, it's just me, a.k.a. concerned father, a.k.a. Black Mama, a.k.a. R.I.P. Black Mamba, a.k.a. Steezington, a.k.a. Stallington, a.k.a. Your stylist. And last but not least, your Uncle Elroy. And with us, a very, very, very special guest, a stand-up comedian, an actor, an author now, an all-around fucking star, Mr. Joe Coy.
Yes.
I appreciate you being here, sir.
AKA Joseph Glenn Herbert.
Okay.
AKA keeping up with black culture.
Yeah.
wait a second, that's my
Oh, shit. Also, I meant to say that.
And if you don't know about this show, Joe, what we do is very simple. We drink a bottle of wine, we smoke some weed, and we talk about the week. It's a topical show. We might get into politics, we might get into whatever, but at the end of the day, it's a comedy podcast, and we just talk shit all day.
I love it.
Yeah, so thank you for being here, man.
For sure.
Like, you're a fucking superstar. You didn't have to be here. I know I stayed on your ass to get you over here, but I appreciate it.
I wanted to be here.
I appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's probably it's a smaller crowd than I'm sure you're used to. I
think we've all had smaller crowds in 2020.
I've seen shows where you are performing in front of arenas.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
that was nuts. Before the pandemic, it was like April. It was I was number 10 in arena acts in the world.
Wow.
Really?
And it just came. Yeah, it was a crazy list too. It was like Elton John, Celine Dion, Blake Shelton, Tool, and then Five Finger Death Punch, Joe Coy. Like, what the fuck?
Who on that list were you disappointed to be behind?
No, I was happy with everybody.
I'm joking.
The reason why is because it's music.
Yeah.
And here I am with a microphone and a stool.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the same numbers.
Well, it's not many comedians who can do an arena. It's fucking insane. Yeah, just to see, all your specials. You kind of went over a little bit on ridiculousness, how you bet on yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you bet on yourself, which is always it feels more fulfilling.
Yeah.
I know it feels better. Just going on that shit and like looking up stand-ups and just to see your shit pop up with like 4. It's like, that's insane. And just the way you're pumping them out is insane. Like, you work hard, dude.
Thank you,
You
man.
fucking work hard.
I appreciate
I love
that.
to see it. Yeah,
I got the magnitude. We know Andrew Lopez, who I think toured with you.
Love him.
And I saw the magnitude of how big those shows are when he posted some of his clips on Instagram that maybe I've seen him do in like a smaller room or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, you are just like, boo, boo.
It was crazy.
I'm sure sometimes when you perform in front of such big crowds like that, you can kind of make a small, like, I'm sure you must have such a dialogue for how you interact with an audience that big.
Yeah, you do have to change. You have to keep their attention. You ever go to a game and like when you look up into the 300 section or whatever, and you see like the exits so that people can go to the snack bars, so it's well lit.
Yeah.
Right. It's like a square light, and then you just see traffic.
Yeah.
Right. You're like, where are those people? Like, I thought it was packed in here, and you just see foot traffic going past every door. Right.
Yeah.
That's what you see on stage, and you have to maintain your act, and it's like it's a hard thing to like keep focus.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because you're constantly looking at these these little squares, but you're still trying to tell your jokes and stay focused. It's hard, man.
That's a stunt, Chris. He just tried to fucking stunt on us. He was like, you look around and it looks packed, but then way more people are in the fucking halls.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how many people are actually here?
It's crazy because I was doing 2 shows at the same fucking time. No, what I'm saying is like the smaller rooms, it's like they're right there. And you just go for it. You can do whatever, and then you can ad-lib, and you can do whatever you want. There's so much room for error. There's no room there. It's the minute it goes silent, you know what I mean? it's awkward.
Yeah.
It's really, really awkward.
Yeah.
So
Is it harder to know if you are making an error or easier to know in a big audience?
Oh, you know right away.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you just got to learn how to just stop right away. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that's enough. Let's move. Let's keep going. Because the pacing has to be faster just to maintain them. I had one meltdown.
Ooh.
I'm not going to lie.
Do you remember exactly what city?
It was just, and it sucked because I didn't want to kick the guy out.
Sounds like you did.
No, I didn't. I didn't want to kick him out, but it was just because he was an overly hyped
No,
fan.
I wasn't saying that it sounded like you wanted to. I said it sounded like you did kick him out.
I know. Deep down inside, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Your money is at the door. You know what I mean? On the ground. We're going to throw your money on the ground.
He was like a glorified heckler?
It was just like so happy to be there and just yelling out stuff that I'm not going to do.
Oh,
It's like yelling out jokes. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even there. I'm not even talking about that right now.
And did people
So I
ever
had
get
to,
behind him? Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
do that joke.
That's a good joke.
He's actually right.
I do love that
Matthew
one.
2:14. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Wrong game.
This guy's back.
What's he here? You're a Pacers fan.
That's season tickets to everything at this arena, I guess. I don't know.
No, but I didn't do anything. It's just like I get it. I had to learn right away that, you know, they're good fans. They're just excited. You know what I mean? You gotta suck it up.
Oh, it's a thin line though.
It is.
because you don't like it's you struggle with, and I don't. We're talking about a superstar over here, but like even when fans come around, you're like, yo, they made something that's so invasive, or like that you can't do this.
Yeah.
But you're like, I also have to understand, step back for things like you're a fan.
Yeah.
You don't know when you may see me again. You
Yeah.
don't know why you're reacting this way. So I'm gonna be cool, but this is not normal.
Yeah, it's not
This is not fucking normal
at all.
Yeah.
They'll come up to me in the fucking VIP line. That's the annoying part because you see them the whole show, right? And then when you say goodnight, you're like, that was done. And then they're in the VIP line, like, oh fuck, part 2. Here comes part 2. It's like now they paid extra to come and see you.
Yeah.
It's fucking the worst, dude. And then they don't get it, like, right?
They never get it.
You like those softballs I was lobbing to you? No, you dick. I hate you.
Really helped that show.
I really hate you, sir.
I know you've had to like block like a devout fan before.
The what?
Have you ever had to like block a devout fan? Like this person is.
Yeah, had to.
Yeah, I have like a list of fans. I don't even like call people fans, but fans who are like, I have to keep them restricted on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, yo, you are a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you are choosing me.
Yeah.
To give this much energy and time. So it can't be eight me's.
No.
This is a full-time job. I'll get messages from like one person. I'm like, this is your memoir. This is 2 years worth of work right here.
Yeah.
This person is writing me shit that I'm like, why would you be putting this much effort or energy into me?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Piece of
What
shit.
do you do though? Do you DM them and say, hey, this has to stop? Unfortunately, I'm closing this
You
virtual
should
door.
start giving them grades. Like, this is a B. This one is a
This is a
good
B.
paragraph. Yeah.
B for bye-bye.
No, it just depends on who it is
Yeah.
and how they do it. But you do feel bad when you end up having to block a real fan. When
Yeah.
you're like, yo, I had to block you. I've had before, this is something that's like, this podcast, we talk about whatever. But I've had people who have accused me of being like, this guy, you're homophobic. I'm like, how am I homophobic? You sent me a picture of your dick, unsolicited dick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big fan. It's like, no, fam, you can't be a fan. You can't just put your dick on me just because you're a fan. Like, that's not how it works.
Well, you shouldn't send that to anyone
Yes.
unless it's
a good rule.
requested. Unless it's requested.
That's a good rule.
Like, why is that okay in DM world? But like, you would never just pull your dick out at a restaurant. Like, hey man, big fan.
Speak
Look
for
at this.
yourself. Speak for
Look
yourself.
at that, huh? You like that? All right, man. Hey,
Do that one
Hey,
joke.
look, hey man, bye. What are you doing?
I don't know. I guess he's a homophobe.
Exactly. Hey man, homophobe. Enjoy your bread. He's tucking his dick back in, walking off. What are you doing? My son does everything for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm at that age, man. I never thought I was.
He's sending his dick pics out.
Yeah. I was like, hold on,
It's my
son.
dad's.
Hold on. I'm like, Joe, there's not another filter? It's so spotty. Come on, man. Why is it so pink?
Oh, God.
Dad.
Well, check out this one.
Hey, Dad, what about New York? It's New York filter. How about New York? No, I don't even want to keep up. My son does it. I go to him.
Do you pay him?
Dude, my son lives a lavish life.
I know. You say you bought him a fucking Porsche as his first car, right?
Yeah.
That's swaggy. That's
Very
swaggy.
lavish.
Ooh, this was a convo we were having before you got here. I'll bring it up right now. Just are you one that is for generational wealth, or do you feel like it's only my duty to fucking take care of like 2 generations? Like
No. My son is gonna live a life like he's not even gonna know what a job is.
I love it. See,
Yeah, my son's gonna be like, Dad, we're out of milk, and I'm like, Joe, you're 42.
Kirk Franklin's son.
Go get the goddamn. Yeah.
It's gonna be a recording of you.
Yeah, why are you recording?
I'll
me, man?
fuck you up.
Punk ass bitch. and we didn't say we're drinking. What are we drinking today?
We're drinking a little Camus, man. You know we love Camus at the running back.
And I brought a special one for our 100th. I brought the Alien Labs Area 41.
Ooh.
Some of our greatest conversations have happened to this, as well as our live show here in LA.
It gets you pretty high. Not gonna lie.
So congrats. Why are the dogs so all over me right now?
Chris doesn't even have a dog.
Yeah. Oh, they don't?
That's the crazy
That's called
part.
dirty underwear.
I do have a dog.
They smell chilly. Do you like saying I love you and not being in love with the person? It doesn't even have to be your girlfriend. I'm just saying, like, I say love you like I say goodbye and hello.
But like, what happens if like you say I love you to someone that like actually has feelings for you, and they take that information and they're like, "Woo, did you hear that?" Joe
No, but then
me.
you change you to yeah.
And you're doing LUV? Is that what you're
Yeah. Yeah, when you know someone's got kind of an attraction, you're like, love ya. They already know that's not a real.
They don't know that.
Yeah, they do.
No, they might be a
100%.
fan. You have to restrict. They do not know that that's not real. People don't know always that that's not real if they want to believe it is. If you're like love you to somebody that's like prepared for love from you, it doesn't fucking matter what you say.
Yeah.
You could be like, nice shoes. They'd be like, he wants to fuck.
Jesus Christ, from shoes?
Yeah, that's how they get you.
I don't know, man. I say love you to everybody. I'll say it to everybody in here.
Do you not want to fuck me?
Does it mean less when you say I love you to everybody?
No, it doesn't have. Okay, my love yous are kind of like, have a good day, man. What's your name, boss? Millie, I love you. I like that. That's good energy.
Do you know people who call everyone their best friends?
I hate that.
Why are you picking and choosing what you?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I shouldn't do that. I can't be on one side.
I didn't know.
That is dumb, though.
Some
I
people
hate
are like,
that.
this is my best friend, and this is my best friend.
That's called a female. I don't want to say female. Let's go to a woman because I get shit for saying female. No, I'm joking, but at the same time, I don't ever hear guys be like, "This is my best friend." If it's not their real best friend,
I see industry dudes do that.
do you?
Yeah,
That's like an opportunist.
This is my
though.
best friend. This is my best friend.
No.
And you're like,
I've never done that.
Yeah, me either. I'm never like, "This is my best friend," unless you my best fucking
dude.
friend.
Yo, this is my best friend.
That dude looks at you like,
we met outside.
And then you ride away on a mongoose.
But look, as much as you're joking, have you not been in situations where you're like at a party or at some fucking gathering, and there's a girl that's like, "Hey, this is my best friend." And you're like, "Cool, nice to meet y'all." And then the other girl rats her out. And the other girl's like, "I met her 2 weeks ago, and we are not best friends."
We're not.
And you're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Why did you do that?
And y'all couldn't discuss this shit outside before y'all walked in?
Prince William named world's sexiest bald man according to new study.
Shade.
Are you pissed?
Shade.
Prince William?
Yeah. Over
Who
you,
the
bro.
fuck is that?
The
Like
bald
real
prince?
No, for real though. No, for real. Who the fuck is Prince William?
I'm with you.
I'm done.
He's
so
not Prince
done.
Harry.
Bro, no, I'm
Is
just
Harry
saying
just
I'm
Harry?
done. Why are we so infatuated with that?
I'm with you.
I don't get it.
I have
they
said
serve no fucking purpose.
They don't even
to
have real
anything.
jobs.
And if they have an opinion on anything that happens over here in America, we don't give a fuck. Who are you? I'm sorry.
I think that this was like,
My family has been infatuated with the royal family since day one, and I don't know why.
so this is really
I
just
don't
you
fucking know
being
why.
able to dish your family openly.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I will say Princess Di was the shit, though. She was dope.
Yes.
I
yes.
loved what she did, her humanitarian stuff, and she was a beautiful woman.
Megan's making some moves right now too.
I like her.
I'm fucking with Megan. I'm fucking with Megan.
I like how they left.
They left.
They fled because they feel the same way.
Imagine
I feel.
leaving royalty. It must be fucked up to leave royalty.
So dope. You know how dope it is to grab the crown and just leave it at the door? Like, you know, I don't even want it anymore.
That's dope.
I'm going to Omaha.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
It's like Jay-Z's Black Album. Yeah.
When he retired?
Yeah, he got the crown and was like, fuck this.
AKA, I know about culture.
Yeah. I thought he was an AKA Meghan Markle. That was a weird connection.
Because is this a whole list of...
Yeah. So Prince William has added another title to his rank. Researchers found that the 38-year-old Duke of Cambridge was described...
He's 38? He looks horrible. I am sorry to go over it so aggressively.
Hey, man, you look bad. 38.
He looks like he's in his 50s.
38?
AKA 48, right?
Yeah. Am I right?
Well, he was described as sexy 17.6 million times in blogs, reports, and pages found through a Google search.
No one has ever
So
said that.
he's number one on the list. Below him is Mike Tyson, Pitbull, Michael Jordan.
What list
the
is this?
second
The
hottest.
10 sexiest bald men.
Really?
Yes.
You're
in
not
the
on the
world.
list, Joe. Is that
What
not
the
bothering
fuck,
you?
man? I did a world tour.
You need to call your PR right now.
Hold on. I'm on the phone right now. Look,
There's no other
it's on
reason.
the headset. Hello? What is this?
So he's number one. Then it's Mike Tyson, Pitbull, Michael Jordan, Floyd Mayweather, John Travolta.
Hey, I will say something. Pitbull.
Floyd.
No, I like Pitbull though. I like Pitbull.
I like Pitbull too. Are you saying like, was that like a...
I
was
just
that,
I like his knowledge right now.
That was like a love you for
So
Pitbull.
love you, Pitt.
Yeah.
I've been watching that cat. That guy can talk, man.
Yeah, I fuck with Pitbull.
Got a sharp tongue on him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does, dude.
Yeah.
Mr.
Very
Worldwide?
sharp, very educated.
You gotta
very,
be... He wears a fucking suit every day.
Every fucking day. I saw him on a treadmill one time with penny loafers. Swear to God. Silk suit.
You can't wear a
Killing
suit
it.
every day and not be educated.
Day, bro.
Unless you're a fucking butler.
I see Pitbull go, I'm going to bed. Anyone knows where my tie is? Swear to God. Dude, I like Pitbull.
He was
Who's
three?
after Pitt?
I'm
After
moving Pitbull to
is
number
Michael
one.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Interesting. There's not... I feel like they're leaving out a lot of bald people in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So it's Michael Jordan. Then it's Floyd Mayweather,
Okay.
John Travolta,
All right.
Bruce Willis, The Rock, and then
I will
Vin
say
Diesel.
Bruce Willis will always be. He's
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis is Bruce.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
on there. He's the bald
He's
guy.
the ball.
Is there an honorable mention list? Like Common's not on the list?
How is Common on a
This is
list?
top 10. Oh, and Jason Statham is number 3.
Okay. Look.
So-
How did you skip Jason Statham
Yeah,
at
how'd
number
you do
3?
that?
What the
That
fuck
didn't
was
even make
that?
sense.
They put him at the bottom, like number 3 though.
Can I ask you something real quick? How is Common not on this fucking list?
Yeah.
I met Common for the first time, and I swear to God, I fell in love.
Yeah. Yeah.
His face looks like he's been lotioning it since he was 5.
That's true. Because Common's what, like 50 something?
Really?
Yeah.
Common's in his 50s?
Yeah, and William is fucking 38.
38. I want you guys. What you should do? You should splice. and
Common's
put-
49.
You should put Common next to Prince William.
Right now.
It literally, it's awful.
We will put the podcast
It's
right
awful.
now. We'll see it right there. It is awful.
It's awful.
Is there a list of honorable mentions? Is there a list of like, hey,
The Rock didn't make it on there at all.
The Rock is number 8?
The Rock
or number 9?
he is number 9.
Why is The Rock number 9?
How
doesn't make
does
sense.
all these people beat The Rock?
How also like this is
How is Prince William number 1? What the fuck, man?
it's bullshit. It's like winning like an MTV award for best video, but then losing for best female video. It is. This is what it
Yeah.
is because it's like world's sexiest top 10 men. It's like The Rock's like always top 4.
Yeah.
How the fuck is he number 9 on the ball list?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
You're skipping over Mike Tyson being number 2.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Mike Tyson bounced back at
because he's
52 years old. He
Face
looked
tattoo?
great. He looked great. At 52, he bounced back.
I will say this: he brought the face tattoos in real strong.
That's true. And
He
now
did.
they're
He
they're
did.
all over.
Now they're required at some Fortune 500 companies. Made that up. It sounded real.
Yeah,
That's
it
where the
did
world's
sound
headed. That's where the world's headed.
The way you sold it was so good.
Required.
Holy shit!
What company
A
is
tattoo
this?
being required for any company sounds like bad news.
Does it? What about a tattoo company?
Okay. I'll give you that one. I was saying, like, if any company was like, and we're getting tattoos with the company's name, I'd be like, am I in a cult? Is this a cult?
Yeah, this is a cult.
Do you think that's how rappers look at it when they sign the labels and everybody get a label tattoo? You like, hey, nigga, I just work here. Shit,
I've been shipping. I just get the albums out on time. Why do I got
this Rockefeller tattoo from doing shit?
Why do I have murder ink on my forehead? I don't even know if this is gonna be around. The minute he gets a tattoo on his forehead, Irv Gotti gets arrested. Like, no, I just got this.
Also, just for a shipping room position,
yeah,
feels like you're losing a lot.
Why would you do that?
Losing a lot for a big win. For a small win, I mean.
This is the worst.
Yeah, I don't love this list. I think it's bullshit.
Is this people?
No, it's from a study.
A study? Oh, he studied.
Okay.
He did a study. Because this is definitely England being like, yo, we've been taking a lot of fucking L's.
Yeah.
Let's jump in front of this. Let's put William back on in good light.
Let's do a study.
And they went with sexy. They could have been like top 10 smartest men, and we would have been like, we don't know. He look kind of smart.
Yeah, he wins. Yeah, give him number one.
We don't fucking know what he does.
Yeah, he's got a pen.
I imagine they must be searching for bald first, because that's why not a lot of people, there's so much else to say about The Rock that you're not going to say, but he's bald. So maybe that's the thing?
What you mean? I don't even understand that statement.
Is bald part of the search criteria?
No, the search is literally
the
sexy.
word sexy.
Sexy.
You're telling me that the word sexy has been said more times about Prince William
yes.
than it has
But
about...
are people mistaking William for Harry? Because I was saying William because I don't give a fucking shit about the royal family, that I kept being like Prince William, and I was talking about Harry for a minute, and then I saw the pictures and was like, oh, that one's Harry. Is that how he's getting some of these points? Is it people being like, oh, I typed in motherfucking William. And
well, he was searched 17.6 million times versus Mike Tyson was only 8.8 million
That
times.
doesn't mean sexy. He had a fight coming up.
Yeah. Both of them.
Like this poll is so wrong.
Yeah, it is.
This study. It's a study.
Oh, it's a study? There was a class?
It's
There
a
was 9 of
study.
them.
Somebody funded this study.
There was a funded study?
It
Holy shit.
had to have been Prince William. Like,
Yeah,
the
Prince
Crown
William did
funded
this.
this study.
I believe I'm the sexiest man.
Hey, man.
Well, let's go with bald man.
I think you
Prince
should be on that
William.
list, man. Personally, man, I
Definitely.
think you should be on the list.
Thank you.
And not because I'm into men or anything like that, just because I heard that list and they not sexy to you, bro.
Oh, man. That's bullshit.
Nah, you killing it. You killing it over them dudes for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. You and Common should definitely be fighting for
I
that
don't
spot.
understand. I saw Common, and it was like looking at a Greek god
Yeah.
on the plane.
You smelt that shea butter from across the room. You was like, that thing, that
He-
skin moisturized, boy. I see you.
He's very healthy. The guy
Yeah.
brings his own food around. He brings his own wine around. I don't know if you know
okay.
that. He brings wine. He's got like a bag of stuff.
That's
everywhere he
ballin'.
goes. It was the shit.
I know one of the homies used to bring a suitcase of a wine bottle each time. It felt a little bit like this is some bullshit.
Because what I loved about Common is like you ever see someone do some kind of weird shit, but you're like, that's fucking cool. I want to do it.
Yeah.
He was that guy.
Yeah.
It was like 4 bottles of Essentia, and he gave Tiffany made sure that she kept hydrated. And then he
Yeah.
had a bottle of wine because he knows that later on tonight we're probably gonna go drinking. I prefer this wine. I don't want to fuck with anything else. You know what I mean? It was just like healthy shit, just eating healthy food. I'm like, dude, this guy.
And restaurants just let him do it because he's common.
Fuck
he's like,
yeah.
I brought my
Yeah,
own food.
you
They're
do it
like,
because he's Common.
Yeah.
Common's got a look on his face that it's like if you don't even know he's famous, you just look at him and go, that guy's famous.
Yeah.
He really is.
I could see that.
He's fucking 49, bro. He looks amazing.
Yeah.
He still kills it.
True.
William definitely need to call him and see what his regimen is.
You know
For
what it
sure.
is? I think William is eating beans in the morning.
For breakfast, yes.
Yeah, in the morning.
Which is the
And
English
that
breakfast.
only catches up, man.
Oh
and like
my
really
God.
like unseasoned meat.
Do you enjoy an English breakfast?
No,
I
you never do.
said no, and I said that a few weeks ago, and there were some people that were hating on me and
No,
being
why
like,
are they hating on
and being
you?
like Irish and English breakfast. What's the dish? Tell me what the dish
It's
is.
beans, motherfucking a hot dog, ain't it? And
Yeah,
it's
that's all it is.
It's a
Right,
beans
but what
and a
is
cut up
the
hot
dish
dog.
that they're going? No, come on, you're discounting us, Chris. Like, what is it?
I think we just told it to you. He just
Yeah.
wants you to enjoy it more.
It's beans and Franks.
It's beans and toast, and sometimes just eggs and like
Hot
shepherd's
dog,
pie.
bro.
Shepherd's pie is cool, but it's no like dumplings.
pie?
Shepherd's pie is not, yeah.
Shepherd pie, that's a good.
It's cool. It's interesting.
I get that at Cheesecake Factory. By the way, I want
but
everyone
you're
to know I don't eat meat anymore. So
Oh, that's
Wow.
dope.
yeah,
Congrats. I
When did
would've
that
already
start?
guessed.
that was 4 months ago,
Oh,
Oh, really?
and I'm doing
Cool.
really good.
You full vegan or are you like,
Nah, like I still eat fish.
okay. Are you pescatarian?
Yeah,
Pescatarian?
I eat a
Didn't talk
lot more
already.
bread now. That's all I eat.
Oh,
How does
really?
it feel? Do you miss anything?
My shits are amazing.
Oh,
And
word.
I'm not even trying to be gross.
No,
but
you're good.
No, it's
I've
important.
never. This is the best shits of my life.
I talk shits, man. If nobody else talks shits, I talk shits.
If you don't have a healthy colon, man, something you should take care of that.
How
You want a good shit.
how often are you shitting a day?
I shit two to three times a day, and it comes out magically.
5 banger.
That's
5 banger
beautiful.
a day.
That's good.
It's aggressive.
That's good. No, that's good.
It's
that's
amazing.
That's
though.
where you want to
It
be.
is me time. It's therapy.
That's beautiful.
It's therapy. Yeah, for
I got
sure.
a beautiful toilet now. The one
Oh.
that cleans your asshole with the
Oh,
water.
Oh, you got a bidet.
bidet,
Well,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like my asshole is like the clown's mouth at a carnival.
Oh man, okay.
The thing's just hitting bullseye the whole time. You know what I mean? I don't stop till my.
Is that new too, or have you always been on?
I've always had it, but now I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I'm telling you, man, when I used to eat meat, bro, like if I had a steak, dude, and
Yeah, but
I never knew what it was. I never put my hand on it, but sluggish. And then I'd be backed up for like a couple days. I would feel it just like moving through my body. And I'm just like, I got to get rid of that. I can't do that anymore.
So the bidet isn't working as hard now.
Nah, the bidet
It
is
used
like,
to
you
work
know,
with
well, that's
the
why I'm
best-
surprised you enjoy it more now, because I feel like you might have needed it more then.
back then,
It was
yeah.
working more. It was more hard work then.
Yeah. Back then, it was a fire hose cleaning my asshole. Now it's just a light mist. It's like,
Kinda
it's like a
relaxing.
Windex bottle and a squeegee. All right, Mr. Coy. Have a nice day. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
It's like the car wash dryers at the end.
Sharon Osbourne is out of the talk. The
Oh,
talk
they did it.
and Sharon Osbourne have parted ways, CBS announced Friday. The news comes 2 weeks after controversy over an on-air confrontation between Osbourne and one of her co-hosts, as well as allegations that she had made racist and homophobic remarks about her colleagues in the past. The events of the March 10th broadcast were upsetting to everyone involved, including the audience watching at home. As part of our review, we have concluded that Sharon's behavior toward her co-host during that episode did not align with our values for a respectful workplace, CBS said in a statement released to CNN. We also did not find any evidence that CBS executives orchestrated the discussion or blindsided any of the hosts.
It's crazy. Because, on one end you're like, man, they're doing a show that is literally centered around them having conversations, open conversations. So on one end you're like, well, are they not able to have these open conversations anymore? You shouldn't have to face actual consequences for saying what you say on a show. But at the same time, I do think you should be open to a conversation. Do I think Sharon Osbourne was wrong? Yeah. I think she also was acting a fucking ass.
I didn't
And
see this clip. What did she do?
she was just snapping. It was just like snapping. And
Was
I
it
didn't.
about Pierce Morgan?
Yeah, it's pretty about
Just
Pierce Morgan.
defending him?
Yeah, she was just
Well,
saying.
she was defending.
Imagine going
Well,
down
then
for
you should
Pierce
already
Morgan.
get canceled for that.
Well, that's why they really. Well, that was. It was not even that she defended him. It was exactly how she defended him. It was like pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
And I think it was like, for me, I watched it. I was like, it was Cheryl.
Cheryl Underwood.
Yeah, Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood. I'm like, man, Cheryl Underwood handled herself so fucking.
She's
like,
a G, bro.
oh man, so graceful, so fucking elegant. She was like, you know what, I'm not gonna break, because I was like, yo, you talk like this to anybody else, they might snap back at you crazy. Because Sharon was like trying to put her in her place somewhat. Like, you tell me. You like, first of all, it's
What
not my.
was she say? Is she saying that he wasn't being racist by what he said about Megan?
Yeah, but the narrative has always been this. It's like white people always want you to explain racism to them. This thing they created, right? They want you to explain, oh, can you tell us how this thing is racist? You know exactly what the fuck you're doing. You know, Pierce, you may say that, on the books or verbatim he has not said anything racist, right? Yeah. Okay, I guess you didn't walk in here saying nigga, 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 nigga. But at the same time, if you've said things that are problematic, or even if you act a certain way toward people, you can still do actions toward people that are racist without calling them a derogatory fucking name. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to spell it out perfectly
Yeah, you don't
to
have
be
to
racism.
say anything to be racist. You
Yeah.
can just use the power of your skin
Yeah.
to be racist, and then that's what they do when they do stuff like that. when they say derogatory things and dance on the line of like, oh, that's not really offensive, right? But they know that they are. So that's kind of like a form of oppression, right? Because it's like the minority that's being spoken about is scared to say anything. Mm-hmm. Am I talking weird? Okay, because that's how I truly feel.
No, that
and
makes
I felt
sense.
like I feel like when I was a kid, I always felt that way. I always felt like, oh, I'm a visitor in your world. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, okay, that's, you guys say that because that's the norm and it's socially accepted because NBC has made a show about something like this and it's okay that we're represented this way. And it's like no one knows the racism that we feel indirectly. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Am I talking too much?
No, what the fuck?
Because it's like when my mom, you know, like when my mom came into this country, and I'm just speaking on behalf of like Asians, you know what I mean? Like just imagine coming to this country, you know, before Instagram and before Twitter and Facebook, where you can meet a community of people that look like you and talk like you and share the same culture, right? Mm-hmm. She's just blind. She's just here. She's just in her mind, she's a visitor. So I'm just going to, you know, respect your world and not say anything, even though she was an American citizen, right? Mm-hmm. So when someone says something fucked up and derogatory, she just takes a seat back all the time. Mm-hmm. And that's that form of oppression. She's being oppressed indirectly, right?
Yeah.
So it's like now we're not standing up for that anymore. Now it's like you motherfuckers need to get called out. And what you're doing is not cool. Even when you say one little tiny fucking word, man, and it's just a joke. But we know where it's coming from. You know, it's to keep us in a certain spot.
And that is done also through examples as well. Like, not saying, I mean, Asians go through so much here in the States as well, in America as well. But also, I think a lot of other races or ethnicities realize, okay, what they did to black people within this country, and was like, these motherfuckers are ruthless. Yeah. I ain't trying to start no fight with them. I ain't trying to start issues with them. They've let it be known very clearly this is their land. Whether or not they stole it, whether or not they got it, they've let you all know this is our shit. You can come in here, you can try what you want, but it's going to be consequences to fucking with our shit. So I think that, yeah, Sharon jumping like that was crazy to me, but it also was like, it was another L for England.
What was she saying? William, like some people do think the way Pierce thinks?
Well, she was saying, you tell me exactly when. You tell me exactly when he has been racist. Yeah. And it was like, number one, like, ain't nobody here with the fucking transcripts from Pierce.
Exactly. Like, or just like her simple, like, little, like you can only get away from being old and white for so long. You know what I mean? You're like, it's like, when are you going to be like, when are you going to stop using that as an excuse for your shitty racist remarks that you always do? Like, for you to walk around that area and call that one Asian lady wonton and not think that doesn't, you know, in any way affect her. Mm-hmm. That's what Sharon was doing.
Oh, Sharon was doing that as well.
There's other
really?
shit. There was other
shit that came out. I would imagine.
There's a bunch of stuff that come out. I'm sorry, I keep sticking to the Asian side, but like that's the part that
from your perspective. That's what we want.
But like that's the kind of stuff. And it's like, fuck, man. Like, who am I to say that I'm the one that's supposed to stand on a soapbox and, you know what I mean? Like I felt like I was a part of that as well. You know what I mean? Because it was my way of being accepted. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so you don't recognize me. So then what is it that you guys do that you finally recognize me? You know what I'm saying? Oh, is that what you guys want from me? Well, then let me dance and let me do it. And I felt like I had to do that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, to this day, I still get that. Like, there's this kind of like indirect racism that I just don't understand. Like when you act like you don't get it for some reason, you know what I mean? Or you don't recognize something. When I've been pitching this show for nursing for like, I don't know how many years that I've been in Hollywood, and they keep saying they don't get it. And I'm like, how do you not get it when it's coming from me? Yeah. But then you got it all of a sudden on NBC, and I see a flyer posted for the new show that's coming out. It's a bunch of nurses, and the show's called Nurses, and not one fucking Filipino is represented at all. Like, how are you going to sit there and act like that shit don't exist? How are you going to say you've been to Cedars-Sinai and not see one Filipino nurse? Not fucking one that speaks perfect good English and is an American citizen, and you don't even represent that person on the one fucking show that we dominate in as far as the staff alone. Yeah. Like, that's just my whole thing. And that's that indirect racism that I felt. Like, I'm just like, yo,
It's gaslighting as fuck.
Yeah, it's gaslight. How are you going to say you don't get it or you don't think middle America get it, and then you go and make a fucking show?
We don't get it with you. That's
what I'm saying.
them. I mean, that's what they're saying. We don't get it with you.
I mean, I thought I like what Van had. I think it was Van who said, like, there's, you can all of a sudden learn about new currencies, about the stock market, about anything you learn about, but you can read, you can learn anything that helps you. But all of a sudden, when you have to understand this, it's foreign. What does white supremacy even mean?
What does that mean?
That's becoming a talking point of the right now, is like, what does white supremacy even mean?
I don't
and it's
get
like,
that.
you know what it means. Like,
but
it's reinforcing that kind of bigoted perspective and people who don't like to learn new things. And so there's a bunch of people sitting there, and Sharon gets to say, well, a lot of people do have this opinion, and they get to feel reinforced in their opinion, and then nothing changes.
It's also just a runaround. It's like asking that question. It's a send-off. We call it in Chicago a send-off mission. You telling somebody basically go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what does that even mean? It's like, oh, now I'm going to give you a little toy to play with while I go about my fucking white life. So I can ask you this question knowing, like, you'll get the convos. And a lot of times when people ask you those questions back or try to get into that dialogue with you, you can see which ones truly mean and are asking from a sincere standpoint of, like, what does this mean? I am confused. Can you please educate me? I don't know how you'd be confused in today's day and age that we're living in. But at the same time, versus the people who are like, what does that even mean? You're like, I'm not going to get into this battle with you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play that game with you because I might end up slapping you. So I'm going to walk away because what's going on around me, it enrages me as it should.
Yeah.
It shows me that I'm still a human being, and the things that I see within communities that are not white communities. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked when it's the way they've positioned themselves within this country, and it's the way that you continue to be within that number one slot is to play this game.
Yeah.
And it's a certain unlearning that it requires that people just don't want. Like, it's not comfortable to do, right? It's not fun to do, to learn about.
No, they hate it.
I mean, I imagine especially like if your family was directly related to like this terrible stuff that come out, I'm sure people, they don't want to that's going to hurt their feelings,
Mm-hmm.
and they protect their feelings, and then we coddle those people, and it sucks. I think white people should educate other white people too, because I get what you totally mean.
That
about,
is
like,
their
why the
job.
fuck is this my responsibility? And you're right, that happens in media all the time.
That's the most frustrating part is being a black person, being an Asian person, being a gay person, being a Latin person, and being like, I have to then educate you on every, like, we are force-fed everything. White people do not think about that. Everything of your culture that in which you stole, but we're force-fed everything of your representation, your culture, and then you can't take 2 seconds to say, let me actually educate myself on the culture that we're stealing from anyway. It's just like, you fucking, I don't know. It just gets frustrating and it becomes like repetitive and shit. Mm-hmm. And sad and shit.
This summer, though, I saw more people having more white people having conversations about racism than ever before. Like, we have open conversations about the type of stuff on this show, but I don't always see that at parties with white people talking about racism. But during that time, it felt like white people were talking a lot more to each other about this. I mean, I felt like I liked the conversations I didn't see, but even with family, with older white people, that conversation is brought up. And I think right now it's brought up in the Asian American community too, because of these terrible things that are happening.
Yeah. Is it a hot convo though? This is the problem though with hashtags or with these different things, is because they become a hot combo for a split second and everybody's sad, or everyone's into it, or everyone's talking racism because it's a pandemic and they have nowhere to go and things to do. But like the moment the world opens back up, do they even give a shit all over again? No. I don't know. No. I don't think they do.
I don't think they do. Yeah. Ever. How many times have we seen the same thing? It's like a vicious circle, right? It just keeps happening and happening. It's generations being taught this. Mm-hmm. Not only that, like, we keep forgetting how small of a percentage we are in America. We act like there's so many of us. That, it's black people are the minority. You are like the majority minority. It's like, what are you, like 17% of the population?
What are you right now?
No, but what I'm saying is, it's like you're this small.
Yeah.
That's what white people don't understand. You're this much of the population, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
but
what
we
is it
ain't
about-
filling out the census either. Though. We're not filling out the census.
I still don't
No.
feel like it's
it's still not. It's still probably like
we still know
21.
how much it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
for
it's
sure.
for like, come on, you guys, enough. It's already hard for us to get anywhere.
So 76% of the population is white.
of
13
America still
of-
76.
yeah.
I didn't know that high
76.
still. I thought it was in like 60s.
Damn.
13.4%
That
are
race war
black.
gonna be crazy.
So what is it? 34% black.
No, 13.4%.
13 point. It's less than what I said.
Yeah,
13, bro.
Asian.
So Asian is 5.9%.
5.9. By the way, Asians lumped up into one circle and group. You know what I mean? Filipinos, Chinese,
Yeah.
Korean. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And then Hispanic is 18.5%.
The Hispanics have beat us. No,
Eight-
no.
18.5.
18.5. Yeah.
18.5.
They bringing in that weight, boy.
Oh, wow.
They came
Come
here
in,
real
bro.
quick with that work.
They come in.
They came here real quick with that work.
And Native
And I want them
American is
here.
1.3.
Who is?
They did the
Native
assholes.
American.
Whoever filled this out was trying
It's
to be an
just
asshole.
fucked up.
Yeah.
It's just
Wait,
like
Native American is what?
1.3.
1.3%, which is so fucked up in such a big way.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
See, so when you look at it in percentages, it's a different thing. You know what I mean? Because when you talk just race, you think, oh, yeah, there's half of you and half of us here. Like, let's get along. It's like, no, man. Like, when you think of racism, it's like you guys don't understand. There's 76% of the population just weighed up on your back already. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you want us to fucking rise? How? When you already dominate, you own this place. So there's no opportunities.
I mean,
Mentally, physically, I'm sorry.
No, it's real.
Like, for real. Like, it just sucks. Like, all I'm saying is, like, if you don't recognize that and you continue to stay ignorant and act like that, whatever it is that, I don't know. I can go on for
So
days,
you suggest
man.
that white people fuck more outside their race, so we can cut.
That's
the
gonna
percentages
happen.
down. It's definitely gonna happen.
I thought it had already
It's
cut it down.
Definitely gonna happen.
It's definitely going to happen. Dude, whatever one guy, I think I think it was Fear of a Black Planet, Public Enemy. And there's like this middle those tracks that they put in between songs? I forget what they're called.
Interludes.
Interludes.
Yeah, so and it's the
Little
one where the
skits.
guy goes, he goes white guy, black woman, black baby. Right? He says that. And
yeah.
I'm like, and he does all of them. He does like
Yeah.
Korean woman, black man, black
Black
baby.
baby,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And then he'll do Korean man, black woman, black baby.
baby, yeah.
And he does. I forget how it goes. I'm not.
Yeah.
Don't.
But no
quote
matter
me on
what,
it.
there's a black
But what
baby.
I'm saying is, watch.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Well, I
There
feel
ain't gonna be, it's gonna be gone.
I feel like that's the biggest fear, though, of the white American.
fear of the black
Of the white
planet.
supremacists.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
They fear that. Not. I won't even say just black. They just fear that they'll be.
The minority.
Yeah, the minority, and
And then
I mean,
people will treat that. They're afraid that they would get treated as
They're gonna
they
treat us how we treated people.
Exactly.
They can't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
And
there's
guess
the
what?
other
And
half
guess
of
what?
white people.
You know what the
who are
crazy
like,
thing is? And
yeah.
no offense to white people, because I work with some of them and shit, and they cool.
Thanks.
But the thing is, throughout history, every other ethnicity as race has proven to be better. Like the thing that they're so afraid of, black people have never done to them. Asians have never done to them. Like, we're not doing these things back, but yet you're the one that is literally
Yeah.
putting the fear within the earth, and also the same person is still afraid of it as well, which is fucking weird.
I know. Isn't that crazy? How you
It's
just
weird.
said
You're like,
that?
we made these traps and we're scared.
Yo,
We put these traps out there.
Yo, it
Yo,
wasn't
Yeah.
until you said that I'm like, that makes so much sense.
it's weird as shit.
It's like
It's
classic
it's weird.
abuser
Yeah,
mentality.
we set the traps, and then the traps went. I'm like, oh, we're scared. What are you guys doing? Come on, man. We love you. We always loved you.
we were just.
We gotta kill him to show him we love
Dude,
him.
I was talking about this. I don't want to keep going on with that tangent. I was talking about this shit earlier. A movie called Losing Isaiah, right? It's an old movie. Halle Berry was in it. It was a movie about her fucking losing her child and them taking her child away from her. I was like, they used to make black movies about them taking children away from us. Just put us in our goddamn place at all times. Like, we gonna take your goddamn kid away from you. And you watch this movie and you realize within that movie, like, it's much as it's like, yeah, we're still people, we're still responsible for whatever. It's still like, you set up drugs within our community, you set up all this different stuff, and then you take children away from these families within those communities and give them to other communities, and you're like, because you did bad, all the stuff we put in your community. Yeah. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You weirdo?
Yeah, that's so true, huh?
Yeah.
You fucking weirdo. Why are you doing this?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Sharon Osbourne. It just takes, I was like, where is this coming from? Because it just takes a little bit of like fucking educating yourself on this stuff.
Yeah, man. I never understood like why you couldn't get out. Like, you know what I mean? Until I educated myself. I was like, why can't you get out? Get the fuck out. Yeah. You know what I mean? You why, if you're going to stay in the hood and talk like you're in the hood, then you can stay in the hood. Like, that was my mentality. And then I was like looking at how the system in place was built and how the projects is structured. There is literally no way to get out, and it's been in place since like the fucking 30s and 40s, and it always strategically made it impossible for you to get out. And they still don't understand when they tell you. They're like, well, I don't get it. They just leech onto the system. And it's like, okay, well, look, when they're fucking born unprivileged, and then you offer them help, right? But then you give them restrictions on that help. So if they make more money than what the government is giving you, then they take away what they're giving you, and now you got to go back to struggling again, because they never want you to make more. They never want you to try and succeed. They just want to keep you in one spot, and they don't see that.
And they also love.
They don't see that.
It's a fucking little mouse's maze, a rat's maze, and they love that when one of you little niggas make it out, they're like, hey, you can hang out with us. How'd you make it out? They're shocked. Yeah. They knew they set the trap.
Well, he did it.
They're like, hey, you guys are gonna complain. You have LeBron. You guys have Joe Coy.
Yeah.
Why are you complaining? You're like, what? We have just Joe Coy. Fuck that.
Yeah.
We need more Asians.
We need more.
I thought you were talking about bald guys.
No. We just joking. No, we need more representation. Like, we joke about this all the time. I'm like, you get to go out for the, I say this all the time, but you get to go out for the role of white guy stoner or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm just going for black guy number one.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. That's my role, fam. It's just black guy.
That's
and I'm supposed
crazy.
to say word. That's it. My line is word. Word.
Can you say that a little harder, please?
Word.
And then just enunciate the D, please.
Word.
Hold on, we're gonna send Melvin in there. He's our tech guy. He's Irish. He's gonna
wardrobe.
Tell you how to say it. Yeah, he's wardrobe. He's gonna show you how to be one.
back.
If you don't mind, Steelo,
He
this
goes
is how he's gonna say it.
a dip inside. And
He's
then,
really gonna give it to you. If you could just
Word.
like that.
yeah.
All right, go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
Word.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Actually, Melvin, can you just play the position?
Yeah.
You have
We're
the
gonna
part,
put
Black
Melvin's
face.
voice in.
We're
later.
gonna go ahead and write out black character. We're just gonna put in
Melvin.
Irish. Yeah, Melvin. Struggling Irish man.
Do you think it got justified before because the people were like, well, 76% of the country is white, so we'll give 76% of the parts to white people.
That's a good way
and
of
do
looking
the
at
one
it.
guy. But now we get
What do
to
you mean
actually,
before? What
before
year
we
we
thought about
talking?
diversity.
Before this year, we thought about diversity. Before 2020.
You know, it's interesting that sitcom that Nurses, because even as a demo, like Filipino do make up a lot of nurses.
I don't trust my nurse if they ain't Filipino, first of all.
So they're not doing their research either way.
No,
it feels
they
like.
but they
No,
but they
It feels like they are whitewashing.
No,
it.
they are. They don't.
are,
Yes,
bro.
they don't care.
They know, and they're just
They don't give a fuck about no research.
That's real, man.
yeah.
It's virtually impossible to not think that the Filipinos have taken over the nursing working. Like, there's no way, and all over the world, by the way.
I want to see this show way more than a nerd.
Bro, okay, here's a perfect example. Let me. I'm sorry to interrupt you again.
Yeah.
Eliza Schlesinger. I always fuck up her name. She gets mad every goddamn time. I've known her for 10 years. Schlesinger.
Yeah.
Eliza Schlesinger had surgery at Cedar Sinai, and she fucking called me. I swear to God, FaceTimed me. And she goes, Joe, you're not going to believe this. None of them here think that I have a Filipino friend, and they don't think that, and they don't believe that Joe Coy is my friend. I go, all right, show me. And then she turned the phone, 5 fucking nurses in the room. 5 Filipino nurses
One
in the
room.
room that handled her surgery. They were in the fucking surgery and they were taking care of her on the floor. 5 in Cedars-Sinai. On one chick. Man,
Yeah.
how the fuck are you going to say that you don't think they're going to get it when I pitch that show? How many years? Bro, my fucking Netflix special, I say it. I talk about being a nurse.
That's
you know
the
what I'm saying?
research. That's the research they did right there. I'm like, Joe
Like, how the fuck do you not get it?
They do.
Why? Why didn't you put one Filipino? You know how many Filipino actresses are out here in the world, in Hollywood? So many. You couldn't find one actor. You couldn't find anything. Nothing Filipino. How about me? How about the fucking guy that said it?
This is funny, but my mom won't watch Titanic, right? To this day, and I'm like, Mom, why don't you watch
Wow,
it?
I didn't even think of that.
And she's like, I won't watch it because I don't believe it wasn't at least one black person working down in goddamn coals and working on the ship in some capacity. Why is there not one black person cast in the movie? This was as a kid. She told me this. I remember going to see the film and I was like, I'm still going to see the film. And she was like, I just won't support it because I just don't like the fact that there are no black actors in it. And even as little, even if she would have got her dream fulfilled, the person that would have been casted would have still been an extra. Essentially, but still that meant so much to her.
Yeah.
And I understood that as a kid of like, man, that sat with me. And I was like,
That's great.
she's probably right though. Like,
No,
why
she's
was there
100%
there's not one black
Did
person?
we look it up one time and there actually were like 4 black people on
4.
the
I don't know if I ever
4?
looked at what you in the number.
I feel like I've looked this up before, and there was a small amount, but they definitely existed.
Your mom's the shit.
Nah, she's dope.
How old is she?
She is 62.
So she was born in what year? I'm
Man,
sorry.
no.
I can't do math.
What?
I can't do math. The reason why I'm asking you is this is another thing that this generation won't understand. The reason why I asked you about your mom's age, for her to say something like that, Steelo, it's hard to explain this to my son because my son has 575 channels and he can pay-per-view whatever he fucking wants and he can watch old TV shows if he wants.
Yeah.
That wasn't an option when your mom was a kid.
No.
That wasn't an option when I was a kid. We just started getting cable and still basically what your mom is saying and what I'm saying is like, and this is another thing that white people don't understand. Something as significant as just one character in a movie is enough to just like give you hope.
Man.
Hope and inspiration.
That shit. Yeah.
And just be like, yo, I can make it. Whether it's in movies or whatever the case may be, whoever that person is in that movie at that given time is going to inspire so many black people. And that's what your mom was saying. Yeah. And I felt the same fucking way being a mixed kid. There was no representation for a mixed kid. On top of that, I'm Filipino. No one even knows what that is. So when I found out that fucking Lou Diamond Phillips was Filipino in La Bamba, you don't think we shut it down? Like we made sure that was like in the 80s, bro. There was no internet. We had to find out the long way because he was a mixed kid, Lou Diamond Phillips. You know what I'm saying? But then but for some reason his face, I remember my mom was like, he looks Filipino. And like that was a thing for her. It was her identity. It was her representation in this country.
That shit is real.
And that's why your mom said that. It's not about, the motherfucker's just shoveling coal. No, you know what it is? It shows that we existed during that time.
Yeah.
And that's our history. But yet we're not mentioned in a fucking book. We're not even mentioned in the fucking movie that was made about it. Really? Yeah. And see, to fucking other people that aren't black or aren't Asian or aren't Latino, they don't get it. Big deal. What's the big deal? It's just a movie. No, it is. It means a lot to somebody. It means a lot to somebody that doesn't have a fucking face in this country.
It was like Vlade Divac in the NBA for me, you know? No, I'm sorry. It was not. But I remember my grandma being like,
this is what I'm talking about with white people.
A Slavic in the NBA, and that was so important to her as like an immigrant from there.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't identify with not being able to see white people in film and television.
That's what I'm trying to say, man.
No,
yeah.
Like you are represented. You're represented during the fucking commercials.
Yeah.
In between the
everything.
shows. Everything.
They choose hand models.
They're
that be
excited
white.
to get one person in one culture in a whole.
But Chris, what I'm also saying is now we're hoping that we get just one little glimpse of us. Now we got to also pray that it's a nice glimpse of us.
Man,
and not
about
a fucked up glimpse.
Talk about it, man. It be representation all the time that I see I'll speak for black people, that from my culture, at least what I want.
Yeah.
From my culture, that I'm like, yo, it sucks that this is the only way we're being represented in the space, or it sucks that because it's a double-edged sword. They look at it and say, if you don't support it, they say, well, this is why we don't give black people stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking movies and shit because it didn't do well.
Yeah.
So we didn't support it.
We didn't support it
because it wasn't a good message or it wasn't what we thought was whatever.
Yeah.
And the other end of it is like, yo, we want to make good stuff, but we got to take that chance of just making whatever we can get a chance to make some shit. You know, working in music, I used to always joke and say,
hold on, Steelo, can I interrupt you real quick? But that's a perfect example of fucking oppression right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You already know the goddamn percentage. The percentage is, what was it, 13%? Mm-hmm. 13% of this country is black. How the fuck do you want us to sell box office numbers? We're not even a significant percentage of the goddamn population. So you're not even willing to give us that shot? 13% is all you need, correct? So why don't you invest in us? Because we live here. You own this country. Give us the one shot. Get it?
Yeah.
Give us the shot. Okay, it didn't make box office numbers. Well, you already know how many there are here in this country. So then we did. We did. So keep investing, and this will grow. But they don't. They use as an excuse. Oh, man, unfortunately, black movies don't really do good in the fucking theaters. Well, no shit. You haven't even given us a shot to fucking build the brand or let us know or let people know about our culture. You're acting as if we're speaking to the entire country. We're not. Mm-hmm. But we need your help, and that's another form of impression. Yeah. Oh, you didn't sell numbers.
We need your help, though, is where ultimately it lies right there. It's like, you were at your mercy. We need your help.
We need your help.
And they're like, they need our help.
You do, don't you?
Yo, man, check this out, Steelo.
Oh, fuck your wife.
Yo, they will. Look, like I said, man, I was struggling with identity my whole life. You know what I mean? Like, my dad was white. My mom was Filipino. My dad left when I was 10. Now I'm struggling with my identity because my mom's whole side is raising me. I got all these Filipino aunts and uncles, you know, but my last name's Herbert. You know what I'm saying? And I'm living in a country that won't represent either side of me because they don't know how to even label me. So now I'm just looking at TV and it's just white and black for me.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I got. I have no inspiration. And if I get one Asian, I'm happy. Jackie Chan in a movie, I'll go. Like, I'm just happy that there's an Asian close to my mom being represented, right?
Yeah.
That's why when I watched, I think I was like 19. I don't know what the year was, but it was Rob Shneider was in a movie called Deuces Big Love, right? And then there was one line in there where the father goes, your mom made your favorite dessert, Raspberry Bubinka. And when he said Babinka, I went fucking apeshit because that's my mom's dessert. Yeah. That's what we eat. And finally, I felt like some kind of representation in Hollywood. It inspired me because that one word indirectly told me that Rob Shneider was Filipino.
Yeah.
And this was no Google back then. I had to research. I had to find out. And then I found out, oh my God, his mom is Filipino.
But it probably meant a lot to him too. That's probably why he put it in there.
Yes, that's why he told me. By the way, there's a whole nother story to that. Because him and I are like really good friends.
Oh, I love Rob Schneider.
Oh, I love Rob.
I was a Rob Schneider fan. Bro, I was like weirdly a big Rob Schneider
fan. I will
fan.
bring him here. He is such an amazing guy. He's a proud Filipino. And here's another fucking form of oppression, Chris. I'm sorry, Steelo. But Raspberry Bubinka, Rob Shneider is like the number 2 guy with the Sandler crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's making all these huge movies, right?
Yeah.
When he said he wanted the word Babinka in the movie, the writers and him fought tooth and nail. This is what he told me. The reason why I'm going to tell you is because as a Filipino, here, let me tell you this, Steelo. As a kid, when I saw that, and I was all hyped in the movie, I was like, yo, he said Babinka. I was on a date. I was like, that's a Filipino dessert. I'm going to let you play. And when we go home, my mom's got some. Like, I was so proud. It was just one word. It wasn't even that I saw Filipino. It was one fucking word that made me go crazy, and I was so proud of myself. But then I also got pissed off the same day. And I told Rob Schneider this. I go, why'd you say raspberry? We don't have raspberries. We don't put it on the dessert. It's never even been done before. The only thing you put on Babinka is coconut. And butter. And I remember sitting there, I was so happy, but then so mad at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's dope, Babinka. And then when I drove home going, what the fuck did he say raspberry for?
Yeah.
We don't have raspberry Babinka. That shit ate at my soul for almost, 20 years, 25 years. I'm a stand-up comic. Now I'm moving shit.
You're on
Now
stage thinking about it for no reason.
Yeah, man.
Raspberry, motherfucker.
To every day, I was like, yo, why the fuck did he say raspberry? It killed me. Like, why the fuck, man? Like, I'm happy you said bibingka, but raspberry, motherfucker, that's the wrong dessert. No one ever put raspberry. I was so mad.
Yeah.
Fast forward to me, like, my Netflix special. That's how long ago this was, right?
Yeah.
So whatever that time was to my Netflix special, right? My live from Seattle. Rob and I become friends, right? Next thing you know, we're texting each other. Next thing you know, he's like, hey, I want to take you out to eat. Now we're best friends.
When did it hit you that you wanted to ask him about this?
Bro,
immediately?
You
were like, can
dinner,
I ask him about this? Okay.
This sat with this man for 20 years.
For
course.
over 20 years.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, Steelo, the whole drive to the restaurant, we met at Greenblatt's, by the way, right next to Laugh Factory. And I was just like, the whole fucking time, bro. I'm just like, I'm going to ask him. I just don't know when. I'm going to ask him, why the fuck you say raspberry, man? Why? Like,
Rob's like, are you going to fight me, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
The whole dinner, we're just chopping it up, laughing, whatever, right? Me praising him and telling him how much of what he meant to me and
That's
blah,
so
blah,
dope,
blah.
man.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. And then we talked about Filipino stories, his mom and my mom and all that stuff. Coming to find out, he was putting his mom in every fucking movie. I didn't really pay attention to that. You know what I mean? And then right at the end, he's paying for it. He's like, yo, man, great dinner. He starts paying for it. And I was like, oh, thanks, Rob. Oh, man. You remember that movie? As he's paying. I go, you remember that movie you did where you said Bibinka? He's like, yeah, I said Bibinka. Man, I love Bibinka. And it's my mom. And, my mom's Filipino. And I just wanted to, like, get her, I wanted to say something about the Philippines. Just to let the people know about the Philippines somehow. And I go, yeah, I mean, that was beautiful, man. I told him how I was on a date and I went crazy because you said Bibinka. And I go, why did you say raspberry? We never put raspberry. That Greenblatt's. We could call him. I swear to God. Like, why'd you put raspberry? I was so ready for a fight.
Boiling
bro, it's been boiling because I'm like, yo, what is he talking about? We don't even eat raspberries. Like, it fucking, for years, bro, it pissed me off.
What did he say?
I go, why did you say raspberry? I don't get it. I just don't. You said Bibinka. They could have just said your mom made your favorite Bibinka, and that would have been great. And then you show why'd you say raspberry? I just don't understand. It's been eating at me, Rob. Please tell me. You're not going to believe what he said.
The white compromise.
Bro,
Really?
How did you know?
No.
Swear to God.
They told him put
Bro,
raspberries
this
on
is
top?
what Rob said. Rob wanted to say Bibinka and just leave it at Bibinka. And then the writers kept coming back at him. They would not shoot it. They're like, Rob, it doesn't make sense. No one knows what Bibinka is. He goes, Filipinos know what Bibinka is. Who? Just say Bibinka. They're like, who's Bibinka?
They were like, who?
You're not talking about the guy that cleans the toilets?
It has such a great rhythm to it, just as a word.
Yeah, Bibinka is this great word. It'll make you want to look for it. By the way, this movie came out when there was no Google, no nothing, right? So then they kept going back and forth. And Rob was just like, no, we have to say Bibinka. They were like, they're not going to know it's a dessert, Rob. Doesn't make sense. He's going to say your mom made your favorite dessert and then says Bibinka and not say apple pie. People aren't going to get it. If you go to Omaha, no one's going to fucking get it. And then they came back, right? Because they were going to take it out and say your mom's favorite dessert, apple pie. Yeah. And Rob was like, no, Bibinka. It's a Filipino dessert. I just want to say Bibinka.
Yeah, and he's the lead at this time. He's got a couple belts.
Yeah. He's got
definitely.
He's a box office king at this point. And then they were like, they had to like, okay, Rob, Jesus Christ. Had to go back to the writer's room. And then they finally came back and they were like, look, Rob, how about if we say raspberry? Because everyone here knows what raspberry is. And if you say raspberry Bibinka, they're just going to assume it's some type of dessert. And he's like, all right, fuck it. I'll say raspberry. And that's the shit that this dude had to go through in Hollywood when he was the top of his game,
he was
bro.
top, for real. He was
Hollywood.
For one line, not representation of the character. For one joke.
Exactly. And what that joke meant to just a kid like me that was struggling with identity.
He did the right thing.
It changed my life.
Yeah.
Because I always wanted to be a comic, but that one word like gave me hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even then it was compromised. They still had to call it raspberry, which made every Filipino, I swear to God, every Filipino was so happy. But I swear to God, at the same time, they were like, what the fuck is raspberry?
They probably made one now though.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped one for sure.
Yeah. Now
Somebody
they're coming
came
out
out
raspberry.
with raspberry.
But you get what I'm saying.
I think comedically, I think anybody who doesn't realize this is.
It's offensive though, man. For them to assume that raspberry is just your dessert, fuck it, just say raspberry. That's like saying fucking chili cheese apple pie. Come on, man, just say it so everyone will get it. No one knows what apple pie is, so just throw some chili cheese on it because everyone.
It's
knows
like saying do that Green Day rap.
Yeah, man.
Being like, I guess I walk a lonely road. No, but also like I think now when you watch comedy that even exists outside your culture, you're watching a funny show about a culture you're not in. I think the more specific they are in a real way, the funnier it is.
Yeah,
and that's something that these writers were also afraid of. Oh, people won't recognize
at that time. Yeah, at that time that was
at that time. Yeah.
I mean, I love watching some shit that's like authentically black. Where I'm like, ooh, ain't nobody else gonna get this shit but black people. This is funny. I joke all the time and say that like something very specific. Like I love specifics. Like Lisa Ray wearing all white. It's just a black specific that every black person knows. Doesn't fucking hold any value. Doesn't matter. Yeah. But if you went to a black person and was like, what you think Lisa Ray wearing right now? They'd be like, all white. She wears all white every day.
Yep.
Random as fuck. But I want to know within my culture, we got our own shit within our culture. So, of course, you want to hear Bibinka in the purest form and not with raspberries on fucking top. Yeah. I'm with you. No, I'm with you. I dated a Filipino chick for a little minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had me eating, was it Halo Halos?
Oh, you love that.
Yeah, I was in these streets with her.
That's poor people's ice cream.
Yeah, it is.
I think everyone should get it. Shaved ice.
I was in Eagle Rock popping, boy. What you talking about?
Come on, man.
What you talking about, baby? I was in these streets.
That's where they're at.
That's where they at for sure.
They came here. That's the only Target that smells like deep fried fish.
I mean that Target popping.
Word up, man. That's for real.
So, Chet Hanks proclaims White Boy Summer is on the way.
What is that? The most natural response.
Why is it on the way? Leave it there. Hey, leave it at your dad's pool house. What are you doing?
White Boy Summer's on the way.
What are you talking about?
Chet Hanks is being hit with backlash after proclaiming White Boy Summer will soon be approaching. I just got this feeling, man, that this summer it's about to be a white boy summer. He deadpanned for his Instagram followers. Take it how you want it. I'm not talking about
how you
from
want it. So aggressive.
No.
NASCAR
You gotta
type
watch him
white.
do it because it doesn't feel racist.
I watched it.
It doesn't feel anymore.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched it. Yeah.
So he's not going like it's a white boy summer. He's just so ignorant where he thinks he's Shaggy.
No, he's saying
and he's
to you,
declaring it's white boy summer. It's like no.
It's him
dude.
trying to do a thirst trap for black girls. He's on Instagram being like, yo, black girls, hot girl summer was last summer. Yo, if you fuck with me, let's do a white boy summer. He's trying to, what we call Conan for Coochie, where I'm from.
What is it?
Conan for Coochie.
Conan for Coochie.
Conan for Coochie. He's Conan for Coochie.
That's a good one.
He's on the internet being like, it's white boy summer. I don't know if the branding and timing is right, Chet. Yeah.
That was funny.
I don't know if we need white boy summer right now. Shit. Like, I thought fucking storming the Capitol felt like white boy summer.
Yeah, that was your white boy summer.
There are a lot of white boy summers going on. We don't need another.
Dude, what
Chris wants white boy summer.
No, I don't want white boy summer.
What is Chet Hanks?
Chet Hanks?
What is Chet Hanks?
Okay, so
that should be his show. It's a reality show on E.
I like it.
What is Chet Hanks?
Yeah, E goes out of business right after.
Bro, let's do this. Let's executive produce this. Let's shoot
what
a fucking
Chet
sizzle
Hanks?
with him. Let's just
I
get a
would
couple
love
of.
to be involved in a Chet
So
Hanks
Chet Hanks,
project.
if you don't know who Chet Hanks is, Chet Hanks.
Hi, I'm Chet Hanks. Brooke. Brooke, bad boys. Hey, I'm Chet Hanks coming at you. He's got an accent though, goddamn. I'm Chet Hanks. Bro, how are you?
He got like big through black culture, and then he did book his first acting gig as well that I saw him in. He was in Your Honor.
He got big.
He was on Empire and Shameless too, and now he's on Your Honor.
Okay, what do you mean? Well, I mean he got big. I mean, yes, fucking dad is Tom Hanks, but we didn't give a fuck about him.
Yeah, I thought he just got big because of his weird personality. I didn't know he was an actor.
I thought he was a famous reggae star. I'm not gonna lie.
He's listening like, yes.
Yeah.
Well, he was doing fake
people.
Jamaican accents, and then he became like, I'll say, I don't know. I can't speak on white Twitter, Chris. I tell you all the time, I don't know what y'all doing over there. But he became big on the Shade Room and all these different pages that he became a viral thing of like black girls being like, "Ooh, I'll fuck Chet Hanks."
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
who wouldn't fuck Chet Hanks?
I
It's
thought
Tom
Chet Hanks is fuckable, Chris.
See how much money he has?
Yeah.
Da Vinci Code
Oh,
money.
you didn't know Chet Hanks?
I
is out
thought
here
we were
getting
all
to-
cringing at Ted.
Oh no, Chet Hanks is
Chet
getting
Hanks.
to the chicks.
Yeah, he's getting them.
Now the
Yeah.
women that matter are cringing for sure. The other ones are fucking him.
Yes.
Wow. So you think Chet?
Oh,
like,
you farted right in my face. You hate me,
just for those of you just listening, he's talking to the dog.
Aw.
Chris. You're disgusting.
Dude, was there a guy named MC Snow?
Why?
Oh, I found it. This guy. This is Chet Hanks. This guy's tired of the popo locking him up. Snow, white guy. Hold on, let me tell you how I feel. You don't remember this? Hi, I'm a white guy. I'm gonna do Rastafari for ya.
Oh yeah.
Big up.
I do know he's white.
This is
Yes.
a white
He
guy.
conned us. He conned us all these years.
Now.
I thought he
That's
was.
Chet Hanks' uncle.
That is Chet
that
Hanks.
is-
Chet Hanks' uncle is Snow.
MC
Wow.
Snow is Chet Hanks.
Yeah, I totally forgot that guy was a white guy.
Yeah, Snow. His name was Snow. I wasn't talking about Shaggy.
Oh,
He was
is-
inspired by Snow.
This is our modern day Snow.
Chet Hanks just books roles now that he plays a white guy acting like a black guy, and it's weird.
Really?
It's weird. He's typecast himself. he did one Jamaican voice,
Oh
and we was
my
all like, "We
God.
know who you are." On the new season of Power,
The new season of Power.
Chet Hanks comes out of nowhere for sure.
Chad has found a niche of the white guy who acts like a black guy.
for sure.
Yes.
Another
Yeah.
white guy getting another job that we didn't ask him for.
Yeah.
And just to show how big of the amount of white characters there are, there's the white guy who only acts like a black guy,
Yeah.
and he has a decent career.
A decent career. And then he has like these are some of his outgoing shots before they go to break. Right? He's like, I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker. And he goes to break. It was Chet, and he sold it to the lot. He sold it to the camera.
They're like,
Shoot that
"Whoa,
motherfucker.
you felt like your dad, but black."
Yo. Hey, that black guy scared me.
That was
Which
Chet.
one, Chet? Hanks?
That was Tom Hanks' son.
No.
He's not black.
Woody? I'm going to shoot that motherfucker. We'll be right back after these messages.
I want to do a Tom Hanks delivery. I can't do a Tom Hanks impression, but I want to hear Tom Hanks say, "I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker."
I'm going to shoot
Like,
that
wow.
motherfucker. That'd be great.
Didn't Tom Hanks come out with COVID and Chet Hanks come out like the same day? Like Tom Hanks came out with COVID and Chet Hanks came
Yeah,
out
Chet definitely
being like, "Yo,
stored
my
that
dad,
from
yo, you hold it
Oh,
down."
you're right.
They
Holy
dropped the
shit.
same time the COVID
I'm
story.
tripping right
and
now. I'm tripping right now.
That's
You're
why-
right,
that's a
because
big
I always
reason we know
thought
Chet.
that Tom only had the one kid that looked like him.
The one he shows.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden there was all this
A black
TMZ
kid.
shit going.
all of a sudden there was a black kid.
TMZ was like, Tom Hanks' son is going crazy on the air. I'm like, that dude from Orange County, the movie? And then it was like some black dude, like, hey, big up. My brother have a COVID. Bruh. He'll be back. One love.
This dude's a weird black.
Yo, this is the lightest black guy I've ever seen.
Yeah, Chet.
Chet Hanks.
Chet thinks
So-
he's holding it down.
Like, are we gonna ever unpack how this happened? Like,
It happened because
what happened
You know
with
what happened,
Tom
Chris?
Hanks parenting?
I'll tell you what happened right
What
here.
happened?
This is simply like the white guy at the party does a dance, and black people be like, "Oh shit, he can dance a little bit."
It's the
And
running
And he
man. It's the running
dove.
man.
Yeah, and we let you
Dove
have the
right
dance
in.
real quick, but like then you think you're a dancer.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, we kind of, it's our fault. Yes, we told you you could dance,
Yeah.
but also you should stop dancing.
Stop it now.
Like, yeah, Chet, that's what Chet is. Chet got on the internet. We thought it was funny because it was a decent Jamaican accent.
Yes.
Everybody was like, yo.
Somebody
it's
said, "I love
decent."
you" to Chet,
Yes.
and Chet took
Chet
it
took
like,
that
No,
shit and
but the
said,
industry took it too far too.
yeah.
yeah, because we're
Yeah.
all like, we want to see Tom Hanks' kid.
He was
Yes.
booked in Your Honor.
What is that?
What was
With
he in
Bryan
your honor?
Cranston, his last show on Showtime, a legit show. And I see Chet out of nowhere. I'm like, that's the nigga from Shade Room, ain't it? That's how I knew it was.
Hilarious.
Ain't that the nigga from Shade Room?
Was he credited as Chester
No.
or Chet?
Oh, is his real name Chester?
His real name's Chester.
Why do you know
Chester
this?
Hanks.
He knows everything.
Yeah, he does.
Because I was looking up chat earlier today.
We marked it though as well. Like within black culture, we knew COVID was real when the NBA shut down.
Yo.
And then white people knew it was real when Tom Hanks had it.
That's crazy.
So when Tom Hanks told him, we walked in the same time and said, NBA, it's Tom Hanks. Connection.
Like,
hilarious.
When do you feel like what was the first like, oh, this
Asians
COVID
don't
thing
get
is
COVID.
real?
That's fake. The whole Wuhan thing is fake. I'm with y'all.
Yeah, man.
Y'all ain't get COVID.
Thank you, man.
I ain't never heard none of y'all having COVID.
Nope.
First of all, they just say it came from there, but y'all be having COVID.
Somebody said recently, I don't know anyone who smokes weed regularly who's gotten COVID.
Ooh.
And I thought about it, and I actually don't know anyone who smokes weed regularly who's gotten COVID.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's a fine line to dance on right there.
It is.
Like I have so many comments, but they're gonna stay in my head.
No, that's real. I have fake theories. I've never had COVID, and I've been like, okay, I've been around a couple of people where who've had COVID. Where I'm like, okay, it's a possibility you could have had COVID. I have a steam shower, and I assume my steam shower
Had COVID?
burns all. It burns all the COVID off of me each day that I choose.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I eat 4 oranges, and I'm pretty sure those oranges kill that COVID.
Yeah, we all got our own thing. You gotta know your body's what I'm
I've
saying.
been taking a walk.
You gotta know your
You
body.
gotta know your body's what I'm saying.
If you understand you understand COVID.
People will make that argument, though.
4 oranges a day. I swear to God, COVID gone.
Wait, last year they put I think 250,000 AI bees into Florida or some shit. What about putting?
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on, bro.
We've been talking
We're
a lot
tripping
about
right now.
murder hornets on this show.
Hold on, though.
The show, man, we covered the news.
That
man.
whole AI, that whole Black Mirror part, season 3.
I might be lying.
All what they're talking about
might
right
have
now.
just been genetically engineered.
But that's what they
True.
said. That's an episode,
True.
though.
Yeah. But I said to say, what if we put 200,000 dogs into America?
I would love it.
As black people, Asians, Hispanics, we all team together. We invest our money into dogs.
Yes.
We invest into dogs to teach white people how not to be racist. That's the only people that listen to it is dogs. This is the answer, dude.
Whoa.
You know what it does?
Yeah.
You want to hear the first one that it does?
What does it do?
The dog. This dog teaches white people how not to be racist anymore because every time they walk their dog, it only barks viciously at white people.
Ooh, I like that.
Right? Like that's
a feature.
That person's gonna murder
It
you.
kind of turns racist.
But every
into
time it sees a
different
black
place.
person, it licks them and it humps
That's
its leg. It's very it's cool with it.
And then the white person is just like, I gotta stand here next to you and talk now.
Asian person, it jumps in its arms.
That's
but
dope.
white person, there's subtitles.
What kind of dog is this?
Any
Okay.
dog.
The bark was just, I didn't want you to do another one.
Fuck it. And by the way, all the barks are performed
All
by
barks
DMX.
matter. All barks matter. All barks matter.
I could see white people being like, all dogs
We're
matter.
covering the barks. He didn't go. He went deep voice bark
Bro.
and then light voice dark.
All the dogs are performed by DMX.
I like that.
All of it. Like the DMX's voice is what it's translated
No,
to.
because then dogs are gonna.
Hey, that guy, he's very nice.
You're my dog. You're my dog.
Hey, let me tell you, that guy right there, he's nice.
Black
White
man.
guy.
Black man. Right in front.
Look, that white guy. Black guy, I love him.
What? Your name?
What? Asian, love him. What? And how's that? Is that a good?
Chris, what was your
I think
DMX?
You wanted me to do
Wow,
my
you jumped in.
Your name? It was like that? What do you think?
I thought mine was bad. I thought mine was bad. Yours is really bad.
Chris,
You
I
need
feel
to
like
try.
DMX is just...
Can you get into
It's
character?
the same Ja Rule.
then
What?
Chris's bark and
Yeah.
How
then
dare you?
No, wait, listen.
How
Wait,
fucking
let
dare
me,
you?
Let me explain.
We told you about oppression.
What did you do about my baby? Like, that's
No.
the Ja Rule.
Hey,
but then
hold on.
DMX is like,
Shut the fuck up. No, you better stop right now.
Well, I don't know if you know about my AKA.
Don't you ever say
But-
Ja Rule and DMX
No,
in the same goddamn sentence.
No, not the
Chris's
same.
bark was straight from Clifford. It was like ruff.
Wait, what is the DMX bark? Can you do it?
He had the small one when he goes.
Hey, I'm a dog. I think that's a better DMX.
That one. He did though. He used to go.
No.
Yeah, he did.
He would
He
go,
did two barks. He did the high bark, and he did that one.
That's the one I was going for.
Goddamn, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Watch.
Are you
That was
serious?
the Pomeranian.
He does like a.
He loves palms.
Hey man, I'm telling you right now. Hey, DMX was the last hardest rapper ever.
By the way, I think my bark's the best bark.
My dog did think one of your barks was real. My dog is also mentally
it.
challenged. But he did think one of the barks was real.
Listen to me. DMX is the last hardest rapper ever in the history of rap.
What?
There's no one harder.
DMX is amazing. He used to cry on stage and shit. He used to say prayers. You used to see that motherfucker breaking down in front of the crowd. He was so vulnerable. He was a real artist.
I love that guy. He really was though.
Yeah, he was.
He was. I saw his documentary, and it's pretty amazing how the executives from Def Jam, when they found DMX, it was like they found, like they couldn't believe what they found. Have you seen the documentary?
No, I haven't.
They're like when they found out he was doing some underground show in New York, and they went and word got to him. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a demo was sent to him. Word got to him. Like, you got to see this dude. And they both went and saw this guy. And when they went to the car, they were like, holy shit, we got something special here. And I believe it. He is special, man. Listen to that dude.
He's too real. He was too real for the industry. like DMX used to he was crazy.
Yeah.
He used to be in Chicago in the streets, in the motherfucking hood, by himself, strapped up, but by himself. Like people in Chicago used to be like, "Yo, DMX got a house over here." Like, what? DMX live over here? What? Get the fuck out of here! By the Greens, by Cabrini Green. Like, get the fuck out of here! Like, nah, DMX live over here. And he used to just hear about it and see, oh, DMX in the streets, just walking around, hanging out.
That's
and he
dope.
like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah, man.
He a real one.
He brought all that shit to the forefront, though, man. The fucking motorcycle, the street bikes.
Yeah, he did.
The dirt bikes in the street.
Yeah.
The four wheeler, all that shit. And he's about that life.
That
by
was
the
a
way.
culture. Rough Rider was a culture.
It was a culture. It was, and that's
fucking lift weights outside and shit.
Bro,
On
the pit bulls, all
Man.
the train pit bulls, the goddamn chains.
You don't know about black culture, Chris?
No,
we had hood motherfucking Tabo and exercise classes.
Yo.
Rough Riders had their whole motherfucking DVD,
was.
a workout DVD.
It was.
How to
They
work,
did? Oh,
how
I
to
didn't
work
know
out on
that.
light poles, nigga.
Bro,
and
he
shit.
lived that life, bro.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
Tybo's from Rough Riders?
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
I don't even think he was joking at first. And that thing midway, he was like, "Okay, I'm fucking up." No, Tabo is not from Rough Riders.
No.
I was saying DMX and them Rough Riders had a whole like workout program. Basically, like
I did
if
not.
I'm
I've
gonna be a
never
buck
even
with
heard
you,
of this.
it was like, yo, if you just got out of jail, this is your workout tape right here.
Yeah.
This is the way you can stay in shape without weights and shit. When you
Yeah.
just get out, it was crazy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right
Maybe
now.
I'll get on that.
you should get. Oh, if you took the.
Should I do
If
Rough
you
Riders?
did the rough, you should shoot a whole series called "Chris Does the Rough Riders Workout," and you
Bro.
see how you get
Does
buff
it require any equipment? Or?
outside, motherfucker.
man.
You got to go like to the light poles and shit, and like lift up on the walking sign and shit.
Okay.
Steelo, we need to make a TV show.
That's what I'm saying. We can easy, Joe.
with DMX, bro.
What you want to do?
If me and DMX
Hey,
have a show together.
Steelo,
Why are you in
Steelo.
DMX?
we need to make a show with DMX.
You know one of our EPs.
I'm not even joking.
One of our
right now.
EPs on Ridiculous
Yeah.
has made a fucking show with DMX. He
He
made
did
camp.
Trippin'.
He made tripping with DMX, and it was like all about DMX going camping and doing.
We need to do that whole street bike culture, man. He's the forefront, man. He's the godfather, bro.
I love DMX.
I think we should do something with
I
that.
think he's quite a character too.
He's not a character, bro.
No,
character
but
is someone
his
acting like someone.
personality. He's quite a personality, is what.
But
I mean.
he's really him. That's
DMX gonna
him.
beat your ass now.
DMX. I meant it in a good way.
All right, best growl. DMX growl. Go, Chris.
Wait, hang on, I gotta
Chris
do
just
that.
shitted himself.
He did.
You gotta be aggressive with it, right? Now
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
gotta
That's
get the
good.
rumble.
I'm loving this.
Thank you.
Steelo. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
that was
good.
It's a different one. That was the one he used on that mixtape that one
did.
time.
I didn't
Nobody
find-
remember
I
that.
didn't
That was
find the high
under.
pitched part.
That was under. Yeah, you did it. But you.
He
but
did.
you-
I swear to God, he did, man.
Wrigley, like, what the fuck? Look, my dog believes it's real.
He thinks DMX is
Yeah,
He gonna snip his
Huge
foot.
fan. Huge fan.
My head is spinning right now, and I'm supposed to meet a whole bunch of people after this.
You met all of us.
No, I'm talking after
I know.
this.
I know.
Oh, I love you. Steelo.
I love you.
Oh, see? Do you see what I'm
felt
saying?
good, right?
Tell me that doesn't feel good. It feels good.
Love you.
You know what I hate the most? I'm sorry to jump off topics. I hate it when people don't take compliments. I hate it when you say,
How
hey,
do you take them?
dude, you accept it. A compliment means so much to, like, for the person giving it, it's a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have to share my energy with you. This is my energy. But for right now, I want to give you a little piece of me and tell you how you are. I think you look amazing today.
But you're so personable and approachable.
Yeah.
But what about people who are super awkward and you're like, you look great. And they're like, I'm uncomfortable because I'm just an awkward person.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
exist.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I hate it when people don't take compliments.
It might be hard.
You should receive it, though.
You're saying switch your mindset. Take
Switch
it
your
in.
mindset. If that is your personality, man, then you need to just take stuff in. Learn
It'll
from
be
it.
good for you.
It is good
ultimately.
for you.
Hey, your shirt looks really fresh.
Do it.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah. Felt good?
I hate it when people go, oh, whatever. I don't. This?
I forgot.
I had nothing left in my closet, and I
I
just
told
threw
you
it
your
on.
shirt was dope
Oh,
earlier.
okay, so you're acting again. You're funny, Steelo. Let's laugh together. I have a cool shirt. All right, thanks. I'm a monkey. Thank you. I'm a dancing monkey.
What I said to you earlier, your shirt was dope, and you said back.
Steelo.
You said back to me, I
Hi.
know.
No, but listen.
That was not the way you take the compliment as well.
I get it.
You
Thank
said to
you.
me, I know.
Are we gonna keep doing this?
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Are we gonna keep?
I'm
doing
bagging out
You see
now,
how
Joe.
fucking shitty that energy is? That's a real thing that happens. Am I lying or am I right?
Yeah, no, that's very true.
When you give someone a compliment and they deny it, and then it's just like 5 minutes of that,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so exhausting.
Yeah.
Now I gave you my energy, and now you're taking my energy. Just fucking take the compliment.
I give compliments. I try to give compliments. They're good. To
No,
give.
I'm not saying you're guilty for giving. I'm
No,
talking
I know,
about
I
people
know.
receiving.
No, I was just speaking. I was just saying in general. I was saying like I try to give compliments. I think that like I used to be like, you don't give compliments like that. I don't know why. And then I was like,
Selfish.
you know what? People need compliments. People need
Yes.
to know that like that. It's not me giving, because I used to think compliments were only as a young child. Only for sexual reasons for women of like, I'm going to give you a compliment, which
Yeah.
means like I'm trying to hit on you
Yeah.
versus being like, no, I'm a person.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a compliment because you're a person and this might make your day better.
Yeah.
And I care about you. And I
That's
hope
dope.
that, no, like it's
No,
like, it's growth. As a
I'm with
person.
you
yeah.
on that.
Yeah. You should be like, hey man, hey, sweethart, I like your, not sweetheart.
Yep.
'Cause
There you
that's
go.
not a
And you
compliment.
fucked it
You
all
fucked
up.
it up.
You fucked it all up, man. You went right back to sex again. Hey, Tootsie. Hey, tits. Hey, tits. You look pretty. What? I'm confused. You should be. You're a woman. Holy shit. You're really fucked up. All right. You're not allowed to talk. You know that. You're a woman. What the fuck?
And that's why I don't give compliments anymore.
And that's why I stopped giving compliments.
Exactly.
What the fuck did Steelo say in 5 seconds? God, that was fun.
Okay, Nike denies involvement with Lil Nas X Satan shoes containing human blood.
Jesus Christ. Like, really, Jesus Christ. No pun intended. Jesus Christ. All right? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Why do you have human blood in a pair of 97 Air Maxes?
How many pairs do you have?
666.
Did you read the article?
Yep. This fucking devil. This devil of an artist has 666 fucking pairs of these demonic shoes with human blood in the air bubble, and it retails at $1,072.
Really?
Wait, hold on. It's $1,018. You read this article?
Yeah.
Damn right. I follow JesusChrist.com.
I don't even need to read the article.
Wait, but
This is a
listen,
true story.
Courtney's just trying to get here even quicker. She's like,
Yeah,
whoa.
she's like, why am I here?
My job's
Can I
done.
go home? I got a bowling tournament to attend.
What? Courtney's like, how does he know? How does he know both?
There's human blood in
Okay.
the air bubble.
Okay.
And it's got there's only 666 pairs of shoes.
Okay.
And they're retailing at $1,018 a pair.
Okay.
And it also has a scripture from the Bible.
Matthew 2:14.
Matthew 2:14, which means white man shall now use N-word.
It's Luke 10:18.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
Luke 10:18. And
Sure, don't
Luke
curse.
10:18 means Lucifer has flown into the bottom of the earth or something like that.
It's a Bible verse about Satan's fall from heaven.
Yep, and Lucifer will identify with Jesus Christ and the Lord.
I heard the argument that apparently the Lil Nas X tried to have was that people give him so much shit from being gay that
he brought his friend Satan.
yeah, I brought my big buddy Satan to back me up. No, he said that people give him so much shit for being gay and say that they say like you're going to hell, you're going to hell, you're going to hell. That it was like irony in this, and he was like, you know what? Since I'm going to hell, I'm gonna do a collaboration with the devil.
Oh.
So,
and it's also tied into his music video that just dropped.
So Lil Nas X, I will say, is a very smart kid.
Yeah,
he is really good at marketing. I am a Christian. I will not for one be purchasing the shoe, but I also understand his actual at least what he's trying to convey. I get it. It's if nothing else, it has us talking on this podcast. So he did a good job.
Yep.
At making us talk about him, but
yeah.
Little extreme. The human blood could have been left out.
Yeah,
that was my only complaint.
I don't even think it's a Satan worshiping thing. I think it's a branding play. And also, if you follow Lil Nas X on Twitter, he's part of this kind of. I do.
Okay.
Because I keep up with the kids.
Yeah.
But that was your chance to be in black culture again.
I mean, sure. Yeah. Here I am. Just do it naturally. No, but he's this absurd level of taking something to the utmost extreme is part of
his brand.
Yeah, it's part of his brand. It's part of and he does make a lot of jokes, and they go absurd and dark and in this other direction. So I get his process going, and it'd be crazy and get people talking is if I, like you said, did a collaboration with Satan, and now he's and what would be funny on top of that is if we put out shoes that. Can I heighten it even more? Have real blood in them.
Yeah, but you like this because you worship Satan as well.
I do worship Satan, so
I'm a Christian, Joe.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't deal with this guy that much.
Yeah.
Whites being evil again.
Yeah.
No. I see his marketing play. I don't think it's a true worship of Satan.
No, me either. I don't think it is. But then you ask the question, how much does this hurt or help whatever his argument or his narrative is? Even though you're saying, oh, I'm not serious, it's a parody, it's irony, it's blah, blah, blah. It's for the person that doesn't understand that, what does that do for them? Is this healthy to put out there in any way?
Yeah.
That's the question I would ask.
Yeah, so then it's a moral issue, right? Are you morally okay with that? You already know that your demographic is 5 to 18.
7.
Yeah. I mean, Old Town Road was his claim to fame.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that the demo that was listening to that song and loving it the most were 5 to 14.
Yeah.
They were even doing dances and shit, little kids. So that's what you're playing with. But then again, it's that whole responsibility thing, right? You have a responsibility as a famous person. Right?
Yeah,
but no. I just want to say, it's his choice to do what he does because he's an artist. But it's gonna suck because what people are mad at him about is that his demo is 5 to 14.
Yeah, I get you.
I was gonna ask the question, but how much of it is your responsibility for real though? How much
that's true. I mean, I love that, Steelo. You're right.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those questions. It's as people look at NBA players or athletes and say it's your responsibility to make this statement. You're this motherfucker signed up to be a good basketball player.
Yep.
That is it.
Yep.
I'm not saying that it's not their responsibility. I'm not taking them off the hook easy. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, the only thing they signed up for was to play basketball at the highest level. Now, with that may come responsibilities if you want them, but it's not your job necessarily to be a role model.
Well
just
said.
from playing a sport or telling a joke or fucking playing a video game. I don't know where the world's going, but it's not necessarily your job to be a role model just from doing these things that you're good at. But I don't know. People try to hold you to that bar and say, hey, the moment you become rich in any capacity, however you get there, you have a responsibility.
Well, I was thinking about what were you watching when you were 10 or 9 or listening to it? Because I was listening to fucking like Eminem and like Limp Bizkit.
You
and,
smashed
like,
your mom and you
I
wanted to
didn't-
kill her
I
every
was
night.
I didn't.
And you had a good life, and you still was like,
I mean, maybe
yeah,
I got
yeah.
anger
Fuck.
out, but I didn't wind up killing my wife and drowning her off a pier or whatever Eminem raps about.
but you haven't got married yet.
That's a good point. No, just kidding.
But you're also saying that you're generalizing that everyone has your mental capacity.
That's a good point. And-
Big time.
Oh
Boom.
my God! Did we just realize that
Boom.
Limp Bizkit created the storm on the Capitol?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people. Who,
That was a Limp
who
Bizkit
couldn't-
concert if I've ever seen one.
I saw Fred Durst go in there. I
sure.
saw Fred Durst. I swear to God, I saw
For
Fred
sh-
Durst 9 times go in there.
For sure.
Just a young face with a gray
For
beard.
sure.
Marching.
They pre-gamed in an Arby's parking lot.
Yes,
For
man.
sure.
Pre-game hard, man, with the double fucking beef cheddar.
For sure. Yeah, I mean.
but like haven't we always used these like wasn't like death metal in the 80s the same thing? It wasn't there the same question with that? And like I
No.
get that.
Hey, man.
He
Hey,
had
man.
a hugely
Hey, man.
popular Disney.
No.
song. No,
I disagree with you.
no, you don't.
Because
think
you're
that-
comparing how it was at those times, right?
But it's
I
just a
think at these
music video where someone's playing the devil. It's like
yeah,
it
you're
feels
right.
to me like
yeah, you're
the
right.
greatest song in the world by Tenacious D, where like Dave Grohl plays the devil.
But yeah, I guess I see your side, but then I don't see your side. That's the
Because
weird thing.
Tenacious D was an HBO show.
yeah,
not
and
a
they were also
massively
funny,
popular-
and it's Jack Black.
Yeah.
But as a
It's apples to
rapper
oranges.
that's
Well,
representing
look,
a certain
and
demo,
I will say again, that is, you are somebody that is a multifaceted person. You do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Lil Nas X, for me, again, as somebody from the outside looking in, he is a rapper, but he comes across more of a star than a rapper. He's not that good of a rapper. He comes across
he's a
more
bad
with a
rapper.
personality and a star. He's really funny. He's smart. He has a lot of different things going for him other than just being a rapper.
yeah.
So I feel like I'm high and I forgot where I was going.
That's dope. I like that you just stopped right there. That's dope. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
You had me at hello.
Your fucking point.
Right when you started your point, I was like, where's he going with
He's
this?
like, he's right.
Where you lost me and he said, he's a decent rapper. I was like, who is this guy? No, but you got to admit, though, human blood, though, for real,
That's extreme.
that's extreme. That's like,
Is it all
it's-
from
I
one
mean,
person?
it's just such a. You don't
Yeah,
think it's
whose
a
blood
good
is it?
heightening of the joke?
Whose blood is it?
Like if you view the whole thing as a joke,
Yeah.
like it's all
Eminem
Eminem
fan.
says.
Yeah,
Eminem fan, for
yeah, yeah.
sure.
I'm not really going to chop my mom up and put her in a closet.
But it's a good heightening of a
Yeah.
joke,
I
right?
gotta think of that. Okay? I'm not going to kill my mom. By the way, by the way, you're interviewing Slim Shady right now. I'm not going to kill my mom, put her in a closet,
Slam her in a van.
slam her in a van, fuck
Fan.
Dr. Dre because he's a man.
You're also like, but you wrote this down.
Yeah, you wrote
and
all
it's
of
a,
this.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
You wrote this.
I think he's just trying to be controversial.
Is he, though?
No, I think
I think he's trying to be more controversial consciously than Eminem ever was. Eminem was just like, these are the thoughts inside me. I want to kill people. And Lil Nas X is like, how can I get him talking?
You think
Yeah.
so? You think Eminem was really just that dark? He really sold you, huh, Chris?
I
He
think
never did shit that made you think that he was really that dark.
I mean, I think Eminem's a pretty messed up human being.
Yeah, he probably had a messed up life.
But
yeah.
what else did he? I mean, when he got
He
famous,
like
what
grew
did-
up in a trailer park as
No,
this
I'm
is his
saying
father,
when he
his
got
mother.
famous.
Yeah, after he got famous.
What did he do while he got famous? Something that you were like, man, he's still fucked up.
Oh, just bad relationships and drug addiction, you know.
But I don't remember his relationships. Maybe you're a big fan. I don't remember his relationships. I remember he had Kim.
I mean, if those are the things he raps about, they're always like, and I want to kill you, you
yeah,
know?
but that was
like
like beforehand, right? Before he got famous and shit.
the
right?
Rihanna song is still like, and I'm going to set this house on fire. Just gonna stay. Like he's
Oh.
he's in his 40s during that song.
No, that's just a shtick. It's his thing. It's like, yo, do Matthew 2:14. It's like that's what his thing is. It's like at this point,
Yo, can we go to an Eminem concert and hold a sign? And we'll only be there for like 5 minutes. And just
do
take the-
Matthew 2:14. He's like, what? Like it's like his thing. If he doesn't talk about murdering somebody at his concert, you're like, I didn't get my money worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I never believed.
In Eminem?
I thought he was a good rapper. I never believed that I thought it was like I thought he was a good writer. I thought he was like, yo, this is my story. I'm not saying that he didn't go through those things. I'm saying that after he became like rich and famous, he still writes about those things to this day. Nobody's that hurt. Eminem is fucking make-believing to you motherfuckers at this point and being like, they want to hear me kill him again.
I see what you're saying.
I got to kill him again.
I think Eminem has a lot of trouble finding
if
happiness.
Eminem came out and rapped about like some real love shit, you'd be confused and you'd be like, his worst album ever.
So you think he's sticking to the narrative?
He's like Mary J. Blige. You never heard her with a motherfucking positive album. We need to hear her go through that motherfucking pain to know it's a good ass album.
I love Mary J. Blige.
I do too.
Like I don't think there's two female R&B singers that I can't. And you're gonna hate me because there's a lot.
No,
that are soulful. But are you ready for this? And you're gonna hate me.
Give me your top 5 female R&B singers. We can
soulful.
Like this.
Soulful.
No, you have to do top 5 females ever because
I'm gonna give you my top 5 female R&B.
But don't just stick to your generation.
I'm not. I'm gonna tell you my generation, what I grew up with. I'm not talking
it
about.
Doesn't
I'm
have
not gonna
to
say
be
Aretha
just
or nothing.
Your generation.
I'm just saying mine.
All right.
This is what I listen to, and
yes,
I know I love every song.
Oh, let me look at my shit.
You ready?
Yes.
What I listen to.
Yes.
Don't put me in the goddamn matrix of female black.
No, it's what you listen to.
R&B. Okay.
It's what you listen to.
What I listen to.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Lauryn Hill.
Okay. Of course. Yes, indeed.
Missy Misdemeanor Elliott.
Okay, you going for R&B?
Yeah,
I didn't know Missy Elliott qualified.
Missy is amazing.
No, Missy's amazing.
Incredible artist.
People don't know this. Missy sings. You all know that,
She can sing her
right?
ass off. She can sing her ass off.
You all know that, right? You all know she wrote for Mariah Carey, right? You guys do know that,
she
right?
She wrote for everybody. Tweet Mariah.
You know
Carey.
she wrote for Timbaland and fucking
Magoo
Genuine and Magoo. Like, come on, she wrote for Jodeci, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You all know that, right?
That Virginia connection.
Just y'all know she came from Teddy Riley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Virginia's the shit, man.
Yeah, Virginia got
Teddy
so many
Riley,
people in that little...
And then Teddy Riley, people don't know this about Teddy. Teddy fucking swooped up Chad Hugo and Pharrell, Timbaland, Missy. That was his camp. They all fucking came out of Virginia
But even in
Beach,
Virginia alone, it was Pharrell, Hugo, Chad.
And that's another. And you know another thing. I think I was 20. I think I was 20 or 20. Maybe I was 20 when Blackstreet came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But no one knows. I'm pretty sure it was No Diggity. I'm just going to say, I'm just putting that out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think people really understand that. I think Pharrell, can we find out? I think
Pharrell did Rumps in a Bump. Rumps in a Bump.
But who wrote No Diggity?
No, he was on No Diggity.
So then I think it was
Rumps in a Bump.
So
he produced that, and it was
can I say something?
Camp.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Not too many people know that Chad Hugo was on that, and he's Filipino. And that's why those are those little things. Like if I would have known that when I was 20, that shit would have been amazing for me. It would have changed my life. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure, just kept him in the back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Let me see.
Like all I know about Nerd was like, I remember like all I knew about Nerd was Pharrell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I never felt like Chad got his shine.
Because he wasn't an artist.
Oh, and
but he was
Filipino. I know exactly who you're talking about.
No, Chad Hugo.
It all came together for me who Chad Hugo was.
Yeah.
Yep. That Netflix special, like everyone's like, yo, why'd you go to the Philippines? That was crazy. You went to the Philippines. I was like, you know what, man? Because Babinka is what inspired me. And that was just one word on the silver screen. Like now I want to represent and show everybody what Filipinos look like, sound like, eat like, dance like, sing like, everything. Tell Joe, just give me this one shot. That way, if there's a Filipino that lives in America that's like, yo, I wonder if I can make it in Hollywood. They turn on to Netflix and they see that shit, then I inspired at least one kid. That'll be my Raspberry Bubinka. Mm-hmm. And that's why I did that. And mind you, I want everyone to know this. Netflix didn't pay me for that special, man. That shit was like free. That was part of a 2-part deal, and that one I didn't get paid for. I mean, I got paid, but the money was gone already. Like, it went into production. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And God bless Netflix for giving me that okay to go there, to go to the Philippines and shoot something like that.
But I think it's really cool. I think I don't know. I think you've opened up our eyes. But we had John Ross, who was on the show for a year or so, or is a Filipino dude too.
Yeah.
And he's talked about you as a comic and how much there's a cultural standpoint, there's a cultural touchstone that may not have been there before. And I like you watching, like, trying to expand it.
I'm trying, man.
Like, I think that's really dope.
You're doing it. I mean, like, even Emilio was like talking to me just yesterday. We was chopping it up, and he was like, "Yo, Joe Coy," and he wasn't even like trying to slice it up. That's my dog. Like, we was just talking on some normal shit. But I could still even see excitement in him of like, yo, like, he represent like something dope for Filipino people. Like it's gonna be dope. Like, he funny as fuck. And I was just like, that's fucking sick. Like, you know, it goes for Filipino people, Jesus, Manny Pacquiao, and then you. So congrats, man.
It's beautiful, man. Like literally, like my whole reason for that is like my whole life I've been telling people what Filipino food is. Yeah. And now I'm at this position where I can be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna have my aunt cook a Filipino dish on Netflix. And not only does that like
Raspberries.
I'm happy, but like, yo, people are gonna talk about it. People that aren't Filipino. Maybe there's a dude that works at a hospital like, yo, I watched that special yesterday, and go to like a Filipino nurse. That adobo, what is that? I want to try it. Like whatever it is that moves us forward, then I'm glad I was able to do that. Those little kids that were rapping at the beginning of the special, they live in the fucking hood. Like, yo, you think there's a hood? Go to the Philippines, you'll see the hood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You'll see no water. You'll see fucking windows, no glass for windows. Just fucking cinder bricks on top of each other with nothing, no painted, no nothing. Live on that, on a piece of bamboo carpet that they're laying on. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I went to. I went and saw those cats. You know what I mean? I put them on my show. Like, if you watch the kids breakdance in the beginning, none of them, like, that was their fucking opportunity, man.
Yeah.
That was their opportunity to, like, showcase
and
for
I'm
the
sure
world.
it's huge
It was
them
huge.
and everybody they know.
And like, I went through like this whole thing where I was auditioning, but I was like, I told them, I was like, I'm putting all of you guys on this. Yo, you might not get picked for this special, but whoever I pick, I'm putting on, but I'm putting everybody in this. And I shot everybody.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's
like,
great.
inspire them, man.
That's fucking dope.
And that's something that they're prideful for. Like, they can go around the Philippines and be like, yo, I was on Netflix. Oh, look at this, huh? That's me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or just like those 2 kids that were rapping, those 3 kids that were killing it. I brought Illmind from New York. You know, you got a Grammy from, Drake. You got a Grammy with Beyonce and Jay-Z. He's Filipino. I brought him to the Philippines. He produced that whole fucking thing with Moral Beats, and those little girls rapped on it. Little Filipino girls rapped on it, right?
Yeah.
And then he just got signed by Def Jam. Like, like that's what I wanted with that special.
That's
man.
awesome.
That's that
That's
representation I wanted to give. That's
And
why
to
when people
uplift
see
those
like I
around
did
you,
that,
too.
that's why when I see people that say that, I like I don't know if I can explain it to you, man, but like when people go, yo, you just went there and did that shit with the Philippines, like, why'd you do that? Like, I look at you different. I don't appreciate you as a person or a human. Like, why did you say that to me? Like, how do you not understand what that means to me here? You know what I mean? Like that's something my aunt and my mom and everybody holds proud.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And it opens up the viewpoint of any viewer.
Yeah.
To think about like even if you're just watching a theater in the Philippines, like you're getting out, you're expanding your mindset in a way.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But how do you not appreciate someone like celebrating their culture in this country? Like, why not? Like, you live with this person.
Because
how you gonna act like you don't have a Latino person in your life? How you gonna act like you don't know a black person in your life or an Asian person in your life? And I put all Asians. You know what I mean? How are you gonna act like day to day you ain't fuck with anybody? But for one moment that I get on white TV, I celebrate my culture. You think I'm just doing it as a play and not seeing it as a celebration?
That's because you have to fall under the actual umbrella of America.
Yeah.
And to them, America is just we're allowing you to merge into our whiteness.
Yeah.
We're allowing you to merge into the world we have. So like, it's not that like, oh, I don't understand that. It's like, no, either you American or you not.
Yeah.
To Americans half the time. It's like, if you're over here, then I can't hear you talk about the struggle over there or anything because you're American now. And it's like, that's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true. America is built up of immigrants.
Yeah, man.
It's not true. We all have stories prior to. We all have histories
We
prior to.
all have history here.
Yeah. We have ancestry, like prior to. You can't lie to yourself and say, you're American, so you're American now.
Yeah.
And that's what I think happens at the time is that, like, a lot of people feel like, I don't want to hear you complain about this stuff. We're all Americans. What rights do I have that you don't have? You're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man.
How about that?
Yeah.
Like,
it's not like I'm, I don't know how to say it, man. It's just pent up aggression. You know what I mean? Because I saw it on both sides. My dad being white, I felt that, like, whatever it was on that side of the family. I was just like, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I see why that divorce happened, Dad. I get it. But I'm gonna ignore it because I live here. But I'm gonna stay with Mom, though. I'm gonna roll with Mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what she has to roll with. I'm gonna see what type of shit she has to go through. I get it. I just let it go, though. That's why I wrote about that shit in the book. You know what I mean? I wrote about it. Like, you can't get mad at me for not talking about that side, the side of the family. People always like, oh, why do you only talk about your dad's side? Well, you want to get deep. You want to see why my mom and dad divorced. You want to see what type of shit I had to go through.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know my dad's mom and dad. I don't know them. I don't call them grandpa, grandma. I have no relationship. You know what I mean?
Was it because of racism in your white?
I don't want to do that because I love my dad. My dad's a fucking amazing man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a fucked up time that he had to go through, especially during that divorce. You know, I hated him. I said that. I said it. I hate him.
It was important for you to write that down.
I hate you. You left. And you know why. You know what I mean? Whatever, man. I still remember my I can get deeper and deeper, but I'm not. But it's just like I get it. I saw it firsthand.
Get the fucking book.
You know what I mean? I ain't trying to sell the book.
No, I said, but get no.
I'm
I'm
what
with
I'm saying, man.
I'm with you. That's a real thing, though. It's
Like,
important for you
it.
to be represented in so many different ways, and not just just because of my race.
Yeah.
But it's important to be represented even from you being like even mixed. You were like, oh, I wasn't saying mixed families and mixed this and this. Fuck that. I'm not saying. You know, at the time was not priestesses or divorced families. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Help me cope with that representation. Even in that, it's like, hey, making sure children understand. A lot of kids wear that shit and think it's their fault for whatever reason. They take stuff on and think like, am I the reason for whatever fucking thing? It's like representation in all of these fields matters to be like, hey, let us help you understand that you're not alone.
Yeah.
Your voice is pure, it's real.
Exactly.
And we're going to help you understand it more. And that's what, of course, being a comedian, an actor, an author, is trying to help people understand that we're all going through the same shit.
Yeah.
Chris, we were connected.
Oh yeah, sure.
We were going through the same shit, and you brought your 70 fucking 7% in our conversation.
I thought it was a human being type
Oh my bad, maybe it wasn't. It was a human thing.
It's
my bad, Chris. Hold my hand. My bad.
Yeah. Hey, I love you.
Oh,
I love you, man.
I do. Hey, come here, Steelo. I love you, man.
Love you, man.
It is real, though. That is real.
Yeah.
And that's what I was getting at when I said that earlier. I know I was a little tipsy, but like that whole 77% shit is real. You know what I mean?
So we have one
It's
right now.
real.
What should we do with him?
We need to get rid of them.
God
We need
damn
to
it.
bring the percentage down. We need to bring the percentage down. Yeah. The more we get rid of, it's better.
Well, now it's
You
76.9.
guys.
That's the whole responsibility, man.
It's to kill you guys.
It's to kill you.
No, wait. I don't think that's what white people who are on my side think. I think that what we see, there's also studies of what we see on film we're more able to accept within ourselves. When Leave It to Beaver was on, it kind of confused American society into wanting to repeat that. So it works in like a cycle. So the more that we see
They used
other
to sleep
people's
in separate
stories,
beds on
and the
Leave It to
more that we
Beaver.
see our own story and the more that we see all those things, it helps us internally as well.
Yeah, but
Is
we
what
don't.
I was thinking as you guys were talking.
I'm with
about
you.
that.
I'm like, fuck Leave It to Beaver, right?
Because Leave It to Beaver, Leave It to Beaver made you believe that that's how you're supposed to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I fucked up a bunch of people in society because they were trying to repeat that.
Because they were
But
like,
if we
how
have
can I
all these
become white?
stories-
Yeah. Just like Good Times, right?
Good times.
It's a good
we
time.
can't
You guys
talk.
are having a good time where you're at.
Time. Yeah, you like, y'all niggas love it here, don't y'all? The projects is amazing.
It's fine.
Ain't we lucky we got it. Good time. Niggas like, I guess it's not so bad.
That's not bad. There's a 27-year-old living
The
in the kitchen.
Jeffersons, he moved on up to
Move
just
on up
the
to a
nigga
condo.
went the nigga went up 2 floors. And
To a
we was
condo.
like, oh, that's good.
He owns a
He
dry
got a better
cleaning
view.
business.
He had a better view.
God, Sherman Helmsley was so good.
He was.
One of the greatest black actors of our time.
I love Sherman
God
Hemsley.
damn it. He needs an award.
He's dead.
He was good. You remember Amen? Yeah, but
Of
give
course,
him
I'm
an
joking.
award.
He doesn't need it now, Joe.
Why not?
He's dead.
Okay, but you know what? When you put someone like him on a big plaque and give him a statue, it tells
You want
it's-
Sherman Hemsley to have a statue? Where are you putting the statue? In front of a church for sure.
bro. Amen.
Amen was great.
and
I love Amen.
227
227.
and good time.
Jefferson.
Yeah,
He was on a couple episodes of Fresh Prince. He was a judge that used to. go
But
against
everything
Philip
he
Banks.
was on was amazing.
He was great.
I remember.
Sherman Hemsley was great.
During a time where it was hard to get jobs.
He was
And he was the leading man.
and All in the Family was out during those times too. He was so abusive.
Wait, hold on. Can we respect?
That was
Can we?
his start.
Hey, can we respect Sherman a little more? He was also on Archie Bunker about a white fucking racist that sat on the goddamn
was.
porch.
Yeah.
And they brought in fucking Sherman, and he was matching him.
Yeah, he was.
Word for word and crushing him.
Yeah, he
And
was.
from then he spawned up and got Jefferson's.
Yeah.
Where he was a superior fucking black guy fucking owning a business.
He was.
And fucking everybody.
Yeah.
And then you remember the white guy would come over, he'd make him look like a dumbass.
That is true. If you could have
And then he
just,
got Amen.
he did. If you could have just done this and gave him his flowers before he was dead, this would have been amazing, Joe. But
I'm going to his grave tomorrow. I'm taking a picture.
as
next
you
to it.
should. This is the only way
I'm
this
sure
works.
family
I love
appreciates
Sherman
it.
Helmsley.
No, he was
and you know what?
amazing.
On top of that, fucking horrible hairdo.
Horrible hair.
Worst
But he
hairline.
made the cul-de-sac work for him.
He did.
He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna rock this shit."
Yep.
It
Horseshoe.
was 3 people rocking that shit at the time. It was Bozo. It was it was Sherman
Bozo,
Hemsley,
Sherman Helmsley.
and it was one more
God, there was
person.
one more. There was one more. Who had
uh,
it? Gallagher.
Gallagher had it.
Gallagher had it. Gallagher had it.
Yep.
Yeah, so Sherman was rocking that shit proud.
Proud.
Man, it was nice. He used to pick it out on the show.
Picked it out. He was the only actor in Hollywood that had a pick,
Yeah.
and he would pick it out.
Wheezy hated it.
Wheezy hated it.
Joe Coy, thank you for joining us
Thank
for
you so
our
much,
100th show.
100th, yes, Joe. This is a signed edition. This is mine.
Yeah, it's yours.
Shit. Joe Coy mixed plate right here. You know, this is look. When did you release this?
That just came out 3 days ago.
Hey,
3 days ago. Well, look,
Congratulations.
this is go get mixed plate. I promise you, I'm gonna read it for sure. He's
You better.
curtsying on the cover. How
Damn
would you
right.
not fucking get a book where a man is curtsying
Yeah.
on a cover who is not English or posh
Exactly.
at
Prince
all?
William. That's my Prince
This
William.
is your Prince William. You should have been number 1 on the list for sure.
100%.
Look at this face. Thank you so much for being on the show, dude. I appreciate you for real. And did we do it? 100 episodes, man.
Let's go.
We did 100 episodes.
Yay! Thank you
Hell
all
yeah.
for fucking watching,
Yes.
supporting, and doing all the shit y'all do. Zip it up.
And zip it out.
Yeah, bitch.
Let's go.
Bye.